Well, in Hoxton's traditions, I'm gonna leave now.
That's the first thing the recording hears. So now everybody knows that Nicoya is an asshole and not me.
Okay, so you runners, you guys have a meeting that's in an hour. It's in a location in Redmond, so adjust accordingly.
Yay! Heavy gear.
Yeah,
yes.
gosh, an hour to get to Redmond. We invent time travel.
We
No.
can do it. It's 3 hours from top to bottom of the Metroplex. We're going crossways. We got an hour. We can do it.
Tortoise accepts the challenge and race there, actually.
Oh god, he just zooms off.
You get the sense that maybe that short time frame was given with the idea of not giving you a lot of time to like get some shady shit together.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone would do that. So trustworthy.
So gather up all of my priceless artifacts and head that way.
Who's driving?
I'm going with Hoxton because I'm lazy. I don't have a car.
Are you using Grid Guide, Hoxton?
No, it's physically impossible to get there in an hour with Grid Guide. We'll have to.
Yeah, alright, so let's roll me that reaction pilot groundcraft.
I have a car that is not connected to the grid.
Then roll me the same thing, Tortoise.
I can go off-road even. It is a... I always forgot. This is a Morgan. Thundercloud Morgan.
Yeah, okay, so Hoxton, you make it there reasonable. There are a few moments when you're looking at the time and you're like, oh, it's getting real close. But you probably get there maybe like 5 minutes late, but it's not too bad.
I can live with that. I'm not risking a speeding ticket on this thing.
Tortoise, though, manages to get there just on time as the hour mark. You watched him, like, he got the green when you got a red, and he, like, zipped in front of you just a little bit.
And this is one for sliding turn and cool things and things.
Sure.
How did Blue make it?
Oh, just barely.
Relying on her.
Is your apartment in downtown Hoxton?
Yeah, it's about 15 minutes north of the Alim.
Do I have any?
First Hill, I think, is the district.
Oh, yeah, she just have you drop or pick her up there.
Yeah, it's fine. I have increased seating in my back seat, so while it's not fitted for a troll, it's actually at least a little more spacious than just sitting in a metahuman seat. Or in a metahuman seat.
Human adjustments.
I thought I did too, but when I went back to look at my old character sheet, because I deleted it when I gave the car away, I didn't have it marked, so I didn't want to put something on there until I was able to verify that I got it.
Alright, I'm gonna drive myself then, and I'm probably gonna get there massively late.
My Thundercloud Morgan is actually something like a Jeep. I can get you back onto it. If you can hang on to the handlebars or something.
A spinning Jeep on the road with a blue troll on the back.
Wait, you drove yourself because I don't have a troll seat?
I can't fit in your car.
You can hop on my
Jeep. It's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.
Who gets there 20 minutes late?
You can feel the breeze.
It's literally your...
I have to lay over and stick my feet into the other thing. We've done this before. It's awful.
Oh my.
Can I...
Alright, so she's incredibly late. You said 20 minutes?
Yep.
Wonderful.
Can I cook something up while we wait?
Do you want to leave your Valerie Stone waiting?
No, you wrote.
No, while we...
You're not late. You and I are walking in and meeting Valerie.
I meant...
Oh, you mean in the time to get there?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Sure, if you want to cook something up on the way there.
Are you gonna give me any negatives because of driving?
Yeah, yep. You're gonna get a -2 for being distracted because you're trying to do alchemy in a car that's on the road.
How long has it been since the
Since the meet
with the Johnson?
2 hours.
Okay. Okay. No, that's not what I meant to type.
Okay, so Tortoise is the shell, obviously. Hoxton is the grave. Alim is the question mark because I didn't know what to get for him, and he has amnesia. And Blue is the arrow.
Okay.
Oh, can you could you kill the music at this point, Bo?
Oh, is it not already dead? I thought I killed it. Yeah.
No, we've been listening to it for hours.
Oh crap!
It's a bazaar.
Yeah, it's got the right tone. It's just now we're rolling into what, like hour 3, hour 4.
We need a different tune.
I'm great at planning these things. All right, so have you got all? What are you preparing there, Alim?
I made a improved charisma for 5. It turned out that potency 1, and I'm gonna make an improved charisma for 3. That took me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I have to take one away. Didn't I do it on the roll? Rolling, yeah. Force 5, improve charisma.
Yeah, it's in there.
And resist.
Weird, I don't see any of that.
It's on the first one. It's not on the 11 dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 11 is the drain. I'm sorry.
I gotcha. I misunderstood.
Yeah, half an hour of break time, and you didn't bother to set up those macros?
I don't know how macros work.
No, Tortoise, this is not my drawing. I will never take the credit for being a good artist because I am not one. This is something I found on the internet for free. I will take credit for the isometric ones though, because I do those in the Shadowrun level editor, and then very, very painstakingly image capture each portion of them and stitch it back together.
They were
Very
really
nice.
very
People
nice.
were really impressed.
Oh, now I got
I
drained.
remember those.
Okay, so because I'm not very sure how the resist pain works, I got 5. So I got +2. So now my stun is up to 6. That means it poofs away, and I get all the minuses back, right?
Yes, anytime you take new wounds, resist pain disappears.
Not new wounds. Once it goes past the limit.
This is a new wound you just obtained.
Huh. New wounds? That's not how I read it at all. Lord.
It's called resist pain. Is that the right spell?
Yeah. It's where the green guy is. I really like this picture.
Yeah, so if the subject's damage raises above the level at which the patient is resisting pain, or if existing injuries heal, the spell dissipates.
So I understood that means that if it goes beyond the help it offers. That's what I understood.
Yeah, so if your wounds go above the pain that you're resisting, it dissipates.
Which is something that generally happens upon a new wound.
Well, I mean, it depends how good.
What's your question, though? Basically, the resist pain stopped being a thing, and now you have this new wound to add to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Because your original resist pain there, Alim, was gone a long time ago.
No, because it's permanent.
It's permanent, so
right, yeah, it's permanent, not sustained.
It's saved. It's just that eventually you usually end up taking another one at some point, and it all comes back.
Yeah, but because I don't want to go into a negotiation with a -2, I'm going to pop the other one. Also because it did nothing. I don't think so. Because my wounds are already above that, I don't think it will work. It's okay. I'm at 6 stun.
Okay. So Alim begins bleeding out of his nose a little bit. Okay, so you guys, unless there's anything else I hear, Blue is going to enter into the scene a little bit later as she struggles with traffic. Tortoise Hoxton and Alim, you guys have roughly got there at the same time. And you see this is a little like kind of a decrepit, derelict, abandoned, almost like a ruin in Redmond that has seemingly been converted into like a makeshift marketplace.
Okay.
Looks like a nice place.
Are we alone, or are there other people?
No, the stalls are filled with people. You can see like a bunch of people are like hawking different things. There are some signs. This booth here says elemental fruits. This one there says goblin teeth. This one here says gossamer chairs.
Wait a minute. What kind of fruit do they have?
You kind of look for a moment, and Hoxton, at least, not unawakened, will see like there'll be an orange that's sculpted out of fire, or there'll be a what is it called? A pomegranate that the seeds are made out of some kind of like colored ice.
What's it do? I'll ask the person.
The vendor will like very quickly stand up and say, "These are wonderful, beautiful ornamentations that you can have among your home, or that you can meet. You can show off to your friends the extravagancy of the produce that you have access to."
Is he bullshitting me?
Roll me interest intentions. He definitely believes what he's saying.
How much for the orange made out of fire?
He'll kind of like give you a look up and down, and then he'll like kind of look at your hair for a moment, which looks a little bit weird, and he'll say, I'm
not giving you my hair.
He'll look a little bit of like taken aback and say, no, nothing about that, nothing like that. It's just I was just checking how old were you? Seems like you've lived a good life. How about we'll say for the fruit made of fire, the memory of the first time you were intimate with a woman. How does that sound?
What?
Hoxton's got like his wallet out at the moment, is like thumbing through like bills, and then he says that. And I'm not, like just look up and just cock my head like, no.
It's just how we learn the Hoxton's version.
The market, the stall vendor will kind of like look at you for a moment and like look at your golden cross and say, of course, I understand.
No,
how about the first
not
time
that
you
either.
felt the presence of the Holy Ghost?
I'm sorry.
No, how about $100? And I like hold out a bill.
He'll give you like a really strange look, and he'll say, "I'm sorry there, sir, but New Yin won't take you very far at the Goblin Market."
Hoxton getting the information he wanted will tuck the bill away and look kind of almost a little ashamed, and say, "Well then, perhaps I'll be back when I could think of a memory worth giving."
Oh, well, it doesn't have to be just a memory there, sir. We take many different kinds of payments here. How about 2 years off of your lifespan?
You're getting into a shitty deal.
I mean, those are the years that I'm shitting myself and can't remember who I am anyways. Like, it couldn't be so bad. Unless I'm gonna die in 2 years, in which case I make this deal and just fall over dead.
In Tortoise, he tries to give his life against the fruit. So that's a kind of good deal, yeah. Should be.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, my friend here will pay. No.
Tortoise runs away.
Just turns and runs into the bazaar. I'll be like, I'm gonna have to think, maybe look around a little bit, see if anybody else is willing to not, destroy my mind with their magic or take my life. But you got a nice orange there, and just kind of tap on the wood.
You've got a nice orange there.
The market vendor will look pretty destitute and then just go back to hawking things. As you guys get a little bit deeper, this little market stall here says bones. This one here says astral trinkets. This one just says wine. This one here says silverwork. This one over here says snails.
Is there anything particularly interesting?
Did you not listen to that list that he just said? Because all of those things have questions now in my mind.
This one over here says trained rats, and this one over here says gnome's eyes.
Ooh, I take a very quick look in this just to make sure that small change isn't there, because we haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, you take a quick look. It does seem like there are a bunch of rats that are trained. If Alim does a quick switch onto the astral plane to see what's going on there, he'll notice that one of the rats is awakened and magical. And it seems to, you can probably tell pretty quickly that the trained rats are actually probably all being controlled by one devil rat.
Yeah. That's pity. Is that the best you can do?
He'll kind of the market vendor will kind of say, no, they come as a group. I'll sell you the devil rat, and he'll kind of motion to the one that's in a nicer cage than the rest, and then you get the whole pack.
How much are you asking for it?
He'll kind of give Alim a look up and over, and I'll say, well, what are you offering? You seem like an interesting fellow. And you get the sense he just assents you.
I'm not... it's my first time here, so I'm unusual about how negotiations go in this place.
Oh, of course. That I'm willing to help you out here, sir. For this kind of deal, you usually would give something, reasonable, but not too much. So how about your pinky finger?
But I only have 3 of those.
You have sir, if you have a third pinky finger, that could get you a lot here.
Well, I'm afraid your deal isn't sweet enough.
I'd be willing to throw in a sensor collar for the leader of the pack. You can give him a nice shock if he ever gets out of line. Not that he ever would.
Oh, that is just disgusting. You disgust me, sir. I will walk away.
Well, fuck you too.
Over there, and I feel this place is weird.
You will see a woman who matches Valerie's description standing outside of these doors. Above her in AR just says "Lost Potential."
I love this place so much.
Yeah, Hoxton will sort of not aggressively, but just with a little bit of force, sort of slap at Tortoise's shoulder, and start heading over that way to make sure that he stays with.
He's a nod and follows.
So there's this elven woman there. She's standing. She's fairly tall. She's got very long hair, but it seems like it's all tied up in a bun. Sorry, it is jet black. Her face is very harsh and severe. It looks like she's wearing some kind of robes, maybe, or a shawl. Just these layers of fabric wrapped up around her. Something of a matronly look, and she'll kind of see Alim and then the 2 men that he's gathered with, and Alim, if you're astrally perceiving, you'll watch her become dual-natured for a moment and then switch away. She probably just quickly assents to your friends, and then she'll kind of make a hand motion over to stand by where she's standing.
I would like to ascend her back. Curious, and I'm checking all of this place in the astral too, on and off. Because I'm very curious about this place.
So as you wink on to the astral to give a quick assensing of her, a kind of strange little impish spirit. It's hairless. It looks like its eyes are blind. It's covered. It's in this long veiny skin. Will rush up to you and give you a little poke on the astral plane, and it will just kind of let this squealy noise and say no assensing the mistress.
Wait a second, what are we going to step in here?
Alim will look away from her respectfully and kind of nod to the imp. Is it a spirit?
Yeah, it's a spirit. It's not on the astral. It's not manifested or materialized. It's purely on the astral plane.
And it didn't like attack me. It was just like
No, it was just like a little like healthy poke.
Yeah.
That like, hey, I saw you.
healthy poke. I love this place so much. Okay, so yeah, I will go with Hoxton and Tortoise.
We're like a couple of paces actually behind you. So this is your show.
Yeah. Well,
Kick the doors in.
Alim will nod towards her and can start walking that way.
She'll kind of quickly say, I hope Simkin didn't give you any trouble, but you can't be too sure about who's going to be wandering around here these days. It's better that people don't capture your signature.
It's a most delightful fellow. Although, doesn't having a spirit keep people from sensing you sort of defeat the point? Couldn't people just, sense him?
Yes, they certainly could, and then they'd find out why I employ Simkin's services. And on the astral plane, actually, you wouldn't be perceiving right now, so you wouldn't see anything.
No, because, yeah. But I feel something poking me in the back of the head.
You do feel like this strange feeling of like foreboding. You get the sense probably the imp is a little bit more than he appears to be.
Hmm.
You can also feel Hoxton's eyes staring at the back of your head, and just telepathically he's thinking, "Don't you fuck this up."
But you don't feel the gaze of the tortoise. He just looks around.
Valerie will kind of like look you up and down, and then look the rest of you guys up and down purely mundanely, and she'll say, "All right, Mr. Reed, you have one shot at this," and then she'll kind of bring you, like she'll motion for you to follow, and she'll bring you through this corridor area here. And she'll bring you over to this stall.
Does she have an icon that maybe we can't see, or is this?
Yeah, she does have an icon. Her icon, her persona in general, is the alchemical symbol for silver.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just meant on the map. I didn't know if you maybe forgot.
Oh,
to
no.
off the GM layer or something.
No. She doesn't have an icon.
Okay, I was just making sure. I do that all the time.
You're brought to this kind of stall. Next to it is one that is labeled rugs, and the one that you are brought to simply says magical goods in quotations. And the one that she brought you to is empty. It's obviously meant for you. And she says, all right, here we go, Mr. Raid. You have until the end of the market to sell your wares. If nobody cared to buy them, you can consider yourself blacklisted by the community, and we will not take it very kindly that you attempted to infiltrate our organization as a charlatan. Good luck.
Very well.
Wait, hang on. Can we take Nguyen? Because that guy over there just wanted memories of me having sex.
She'll kind of like turn towards you and like say, well, in order to participate in the market at the end of the fair, each vendor is obligated to pay dues to the host, and she'll kind of like point to herself. And if I find your dues unpalatable, then we'll have words.
Do you like pinky fingers?
She won't dignify that with an answer, and she'll just kind of walk away.
Yeah, as she walks away and gets like just a touch out of earshot, like, great. So she too wants to know about the first time I had sex. Wonderful. These people are great.
Have you ever had sex?
Yeah, that's gonna cost you a colorful orange. Alim, don't.
At about this time, Blue, you'll be showing up.
Oh,
Well,
all right. I want to go look at that colorful orange. I want to know about this fruit.
Okay, so you look. You're actually what's it called? You're dual natured.
Yeah.
So you're always. You can see that all of these creations are essentially quickened spells of some kind of shaping magic.
Oh, this place is awesome. I bet there's so many colors on the astral. How many little beings are just floating around the afterlife at him?
Dozens. There's like little spirits that are just floating around and like odd colors that just be floating around. At one point, there's like these like waves of music just kind of follow you around, and it's like not even like you don't perceive it visually. It's just like this auditory sensation. You get the sense there's like some kind of sentient wave of music that was passing through.
Blue is like legit version of being high of Rofi.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing dual
Which
nature.
excitedly takes out her comic, starts trying to match buttons to Hoxton, and then just big troll thumbs hitting multiple ones at the same time.
So I'm gonna turn to Tortoise and be like, I think she just got here. Why don't you go see if you can grab her from the entrance before she, I don't know, does something dangerous.
Right. So
Alim, your Islamic tradition?
Sorry, someone walked in and I missed the like 30 seconds.
No worries.
Yes, I am
you're
Islamic.
Okay, and Blue, you're Norse?
Yes.
Okay, so both of you guys are currently going to be facing a background count of 1.
Excellent.
Can I ask, does it feel like it's like a different tradition, or is it's not emotional or anything?
It seems more along the lines of like all of these magical objects being brought together into one place in such a concentrated like location. It is making like a lot of residual energy on the astral plane. It seems like everybody is kind of facing this residual static.
Yeah,
We have-
static. Cool.
We have magical noise.
Yeah,
You don't
essentially.
get that noise.
Does Blue smell food? Because I assume there would be here. I don't know if you asked that, but
Do I smell food? I probably smell a lot of food. Are there people walking around? I smell food.
like
Vendors?
vendors.
Back here, there's a stall marked Discount Butcher, which is probably what Blue is looking for,
Oh, God.
or what you have in mind.
She just wants to eat the butcher.
That's what's discounted.
Yeah.
Also, there's another one right over here that's labeled Rot Gut, which also might interest Blue.
Who's our neighbor in the canvas below it?
So this is a kind of like squat-looking dwarven female. She has a number of like rugs displayed, but the rugs themselves, when you like kind of look at them, the like the symbols and the designs on them begin to like kind of move and sway if you look at them too long. But then if you turn away and like look at them again, they stop. And then if you look at them too long, very much like an optical illusion.
If I stare at one without blinking, does it turn into a 3D image?
No, it actually begins to form into what looks like some kind of like writing, or maybe some kind of like formulae.
What do you? I'm afraid.
Alim would smack Hoxton. Don't stare at that
Well,
for your own good.
it's interesting. I'll say I'm not used to the mojo, but ma'am, I'm afraid to ask, but what's a going price for one of these things?
Oh, she'll say, "Oh, these are very, very, very rare. These are previous vessels of." So, how much do you know about astral beings?
I wrote my thesis on it.
Oh, wonderful. So then you know then. God damn it! I never know how to pronounce this. Ehergen. I don't know. It's from Howling Shadows. They actually, Hoxton, do you have some magical knowledges?
I mean, vaguely, yeah. That was not true, obviously, what I just said.
Yeah, but
You don't tell the person you're bargaining with that you don't know anything.
Roll me magical. Do you have magical theory?
I have artifacts, cards, cults, or societies is my theory.
Roll me artifacts. That actually
Okay.
would be in line.
And is it in relation to Dunkelzand's will?
Not even remotely. Nice. Okay, so you've actually heard of these things before, Hoxton. There's this kind of like cult
these are the shells. Of
the shells, yeah.
Okay, these are the carapaces of a once formerly possessed magical rug.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I'm in. Are any of these Christian in nature?
She'll kind of like say, actually, yes. And she like kind of goes into the back, and then she takes out what looks like a replica of the Shroud of Turin. And she'll say, this was possessed by, and then she'll start like listing off the name of the spirit and like his accreditations and like when he was possessing it and like the things he did while he was possessing it.
And what memory do you want to steal from my head for this?
Oh no, that's not for. I am a reputable woman, Mister. And then she'll kind of like ask for your name.
You can call me
She
Hoxton.
wants you.
Mr. Hoxton. All I would need would be 2 days of your life, not like given to me like magically. I just need you to do something for me for 2 days. No questions asked.
I called it.
Hoxton
He
grabs
wants
the
you.
bridge of his nose. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like, how bad could it be? Like, does this woman have any scars or like an eye patch or like?
No, she does not have any of those things. And in fact, actually, you'll like look at her hands and you'll see a number of stains that you probably suspect come from like painting or something.
Yeah, pirate.
Yeah. See, I
Maybe she wants you as a model.
I feel comfortable making a deal with these people because they're like, you know, the code of honor amongst the Goblin Market. However, I'm about to betray the Goblin Market, and so I don't know how that would work. Man, Hoxton looks like physically concerned, but I think he declines.
Think how delicious that orange would be, though. Go get it.
Well, yeah, the trade of memory really quick seems like a much better deal than giving my body for 2 days.
She'll look a little disappointed, but she'll say, if you ever reconsider, offer is still on the table.
Yeah, I will remember that, and don't sell that.
She'll say, well, I don't know if a vendor comes along and, offers me something good.
Well, I can't argue against that. That is how business works, yes. But hopefully it'll still be there.
So across the way here, across from you guys this stall here is labeled candles. This one here is labeled fungus. This one here is labeled doors, even though the stall has no doors. This one here is labeled marbles. This one's powders.
And I love you.
And this one is the one next to it. There is wigs. Just so you get a sense of your neighbors.
One is labeled marbles.
Yeah, the one in the lower right corner on that square in the middle.
Go into that one. I want a marble.
Hoxton walks up and starts asking Blue a question, and she just
Turns
turns and
Walks
walks
away.
towards the shop.
Okay, so you see like a number of these beautiful looking marbles, Blue, and some of them have like these little motifs that like little scenes that play out inside of them, while others just have like these abstract moving shapes and lights. And then there's a small sect of them that are just, they look so nice, like they just kind of like have this aura of like regality to them. It's hard to place.
I want one of the simpler ones. Something blue.
Something blue. Okay, you can find like a small like ocean scene of like an older time ship trying to like weather the waves, and like every so often a few dolphins will jump out of the water alongside the ocean and then go back under.
Perfect. I'll pick up that one and ask the vendor.
So the vendor will like kind of look at you for a moment, and then he'll like kind of wait, and he'll kind of like very quietly, like almost like he feels guilty, will like whisper to you, and it's like, "Are you infected?"
She'll narrow her eyes. Why do you say such things?
Because you're dual natured, and you're not possessed, or I don't think you're inhabited. Wait, are you inhabited?
No.
Or are you you're not a spirit? No. He like takes a moment to try and sense you again and get a better idea of like your nature.
I would imagine it probably shows up that I am ill. So.
Yeah. Like that's kind of where he's trying to draw it. But there are other kinds of diseases in the sixth world, and these are people who deal with oddities. So he's not sure why you are dual natured. He'll kind of just like give you a look over and say, "So you're looking to buy this marble?
Assume you'll want trade for it."
Well, what do you got to trade?
We'll start rooting around in her pocket.
Here's a comm link and some lint.
She will pull out a 5 devil rat's teeth and 3 finger bones.
Is there anything special about these finger bones?
They are covered in some type of like black paint, as if somebody's dipped them into something. They are, I don't know what this person's familiarity with anatomy is, but they are definitely don't appear to be animal.
He'll kind of like give them a once over, and he'll kind of think, and he'll say, "Okay, that stuff." And he's obviously like trying to be very particular about what he says next.
Yeah, and these are my reagents, basically.
Yeah, I figured. And you give me the memory of how you got that way. And he's obviously referring to your dual natured quality.
Do I share it or do you keep it?
He says, "Well, it's not really an exchange if you just share something, is it?"
We will think about that. No. People who made it this way deserve punishment. Let's keep that.
He'll kind of look a little bit destitute, and he'll say, "Okay, actually, Blue, make me a negotiation."
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow, they get to keep the memory, as in like we lose it. That was part of the.
Yeah,
That's what that means.
Yeah, it's like taken from your mind, and you have a hole to where it was.
That part didn't even dawn on Hoxton.
Yeah, he's not taking anything less than something good like that. He will kind of like wait for a moment, and he'll say, "All right, if you're not gonna let me take a memory," he'll kind of like look at Blue's face. If that's so important to you, I'll just take a tusk.
Blue smiles at that. I will give you a different memory.
Oh no.
He'll get a little more interested with that, and he'll say, "What memory specifically?"
My teacher, who taught me Norse tradition.
He'll look really interested about that. I'd be willing to do that.
So Blue will give him the memory of Ragnar, who was a troll mage, who was also a shadow runner, who found her when she was young and taught her to have the hardest magic, not necessarily how to do alchemy.
Okay, so you'll watch him kind of like wave a hand, and then Valerie will walk over to you. And Valerie will, from on her person, produce what looks like a small coin and hand it to you and tell you to think of that memory.
Blue will do that.
Okay. So as Blue, as you feel the coin grow kind of warm in your hand, and then you feel the memory kind of fade away, and left in its place is just kind of this like vague sense of what it was. It's like not all recollection of Ragnar is wiped away, just like few crucial moments. So you still know you knew someone like that, and you know what he did for you, but not in the same vivid nature that you just did. And as that memory fades away, Valerie kind of nods and then says something to the man in Sparathiel. I don't think you speak it.
No.
Yeah. And then he will take out the small marble and hand it to you.
All right. It's like a bad exchange, but Blue doesn't know any better.
All right, so you've got that lovely marble now.
He took my reagents, right? He took the bones.
Yeah, he took the bones as well.
Is there anything? I don't know what would interest Alim. It's the problem of playing a new character. I don't know him yet.
Is there any weapons or something around?
Yeah, he'll probably wander around. I think he's gonna.
Who's manning your stall?
Hoxton walked back after checking out the neighbor. I started moving stuff onto the table, like all of the
Okay,
knickknacks.
cool.
So at least I brought. I don't want to touch anybody else's unless they just let set them there.
Actually, the woman next to me, I would approach her. Well,
Okay.
actually, no. Let me rephrase that. I'm gonna assense people, which is maybe not a sense. I wanna find someone who has a charisma of 5 or less, and I wanna do that in game.
Okay, that sounds like a Dungeon Tensions to me.
Okay.
This is the closest thing I know of like an empathy roll, essentially, for Shadowrun, unless somebody else has another offer, another idea. Essentially, you're just kind of like trying to feel people out and like see who is more or less charismatic.
Yeah. And basically, walking around the market, checking stalls, but especially.
Actually, no. I'm gonna change that. Make that a charisma perception.
Charisma plus perception?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one better. But then I have the penalties because does anyone have Steam patches?
Yes.
Can I borrow one?
That's what I keep in my gear access, actually. So they just hang off my inside of my coat. I think I. Oh
Can
no,
I
I didn't
borrow
have that
one?
here. So. Yeah, Blue's got dozens of them. She'll give you one.
Okay, what
Rating
rating is
6
it?
and best.
Okay,
Same 6.
yeah. Thank you.
I think I have one in every gear access I have. Like I got on my coat, I've got in my pockets.
Ooh, that's a nice roll.
Yeah, you definitely find like a number of customers who are just kind of waiting about, who definitely seem like they're getting gypped a lot.
Okay, is there well, if I'm finding a bunch of them, I also looking for 3 or less. If you can include that on that roll, is it not good enough?
No, that's 5 hits is plenty. You can find someone who is like just right. You can feel it in your gut, your instinct.
And I'm also looking for how transactions are made. So I assume I see some other occasions of vendors waving their hand around.
Yes. So it seems like not everybody asks for memories. It seems like it is a popular choice, and it seems like Valerie is the one who does that transaction. And you will remember the way that it works for Marcus and his keeper. The way he has a coin, and the coin is the way you access the information.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well. Is any of these potential marks coming anywhere near our stall? Or
Yeah, sure. I'll say they wander over at one point.
okay. So, like, good afternoon, good sir.
Yeah, so they'll be kind of like an older dwarven gentleman, older for dwarf, and he'll kind of give you hello there.
And Alim will produce 2 how do you call this? candies, basically. I have something that will help you get better deals in this market.
And the gentleman will say, I'm not really here for myself. I'm here for my daughter, actually.
Oh. So is she buying?
No, she's just very sick. I didn't know really where else to go. I thought maybe this place had some kind of miracle cure or something.
Sounds like you need all the help you can get.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. It's definitely nobody seems to really be willing to want what what I'm offering. It'd be nice if I could get a little bit, rolling on the dice.
What are you offering?
Well, everybody seems to be really interested in memories here, and I've got a lifetime of them. I mean, I haven't done much. Worked for Proteus most of my life, down in the zoological gardens, actually. Fired recently, a big old scandal. If you heard about that whale thing, I was part of the security force that night, so laid us all off. And without the money, I can't really help pay for my daughter's medical. And
what is the rarest animal you've encountered in your job?
Oh, I mean, there were some pretty rare ones if I think about it. And I'll start listing some paracraters. There was this one kind of ape, actually, that could, actually make you fly, which was pretty interesting.
Did you fly?
Well, I mean, I was supposed to be taking care of the animals one night, and I went downstairs, and I was trying to get some to go back in their cages, and right up to the ceiling I went.
Tell you what, I'll give you this one, which will help you. Will boost your ability to get a good deal for that memory.
He'll say, "Oh, yeah, excellent. That would be great." I assume you kind of waved your hand over to get Valerie there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valerie will come over. Make a perception test for me.
Okay.
Visual, if it matters. Nice. Okay, so actually, for a moment, Alim, she's swaddled basically in these really expensive and exquisite fabrics, and for a moment you can see one of them kind of fall loose around her neck, and you see an extensive pattern of tattoos that seems to extend all the way down. And then they're obscured by the fabrics, and then for a moment, seeing that, you kind of look towards her wrists, and you can see also these little telltale signs of ink on her skin near her wrists as well.
Do I recognize the tattoos at all?
Oh, I highly doubt it.
Magic traditions, maybe?
Oh, sure. You're going to be roll at a -5 for magic traditions.
Okay.
This is extremely obscure knowledge.
Well, that's not great.
Okay, so you know of tattoos. Tattoo magic is a thing, and definitely these look like some kind of protective magic, and it's very, very complicated. Nothing like you've ever seen before, but it vaguely reminds you of the rings that Amaranth gave you.
Okay. Well, was this gentleman one of the charisma 3 or lower, or charisma 5 or lower?
Essentially, he's the one of the 3 or lower.
Okay. Well, I will give him that. Sweet.
Okay. Valerie will come over and she'll give the man the coin. He'll focus on it for a moment, and then he'll wrap his hand up in something and then grab your preparation and walk away. And Valerie will hand you the coin, and she'll say, "Focus on the memory that he described. Search no other, and dally no further in my mind, lest I have Simkin show you the consequences."
We'll bow and focus on the memory of flying up to the ceiling due to a monkey.
Okay, yeah, so suddenly you have this very strange sensation of being within this kind of enclosed capsule of thought. It's obviously separate from Valerie's other thoughts. Like you're not just in her mind. It's like you're in a pocket within her mind, where there's just this like flood and sea of memories, and then you just kind of focus on that memory and you draw it out into your own, and then the heat of the coin fades as you feel your own. It's not just like you're viewing it from a third party. You have the memory that he had. You feel the sensations of floating up and falling down. You feel like the rush, and you feel like the anxiety that he had in those moments trying to get the apes in the cage. You feel the worry of him losing his job because he knew he had to pay for his daughter's medical bills. You even feel like his slight indigestion he had over his lunch.
Interesting. So, tell me, what kind of raid would you expect out of a newcomer? It's not like you gave us a lot of time to prepare.
She'll kind of say, "Well, that's the idea, Mr. Raid. You called me. People don't get that number easily."
It's an exciting game. Dangerous one, I suspect, but exciting nonetheless.
She'll nod and she'll say, "Yes, it is very difficult to. These are high stakes. This is not the kind of place that you want to lose in." And then she'll kind of like make a quick look around. This is not the kind of place where you want to make a deal that doesn't favor you.
Do you sell anything?
She shakes her head and she says, "No, I'm here at the leisure of the coordinators of these events. I'm just a facilitator."
Coordinates them, if I may ask.
She'll kind of give you a look and she'll say, "Maybe you'll learn in time, but otherwise it's probably best that you don't get involved with them."
Okay. Very well.
So as she's talking to you, you'll kind of like watch her eyes kind of quickly raise as if she's like listening to a voice that you can't hear, and then she'll quickly turn around and look somewhere, and then she'll say, I apologize, but I actually have to go."
Mm-hmm. Will not. Another DNI. How are we doing, guys? You managed to sell anything?
And you like look over your shoulder, and Hoxton's in the middle of doing that really classic sleight of hand trick where you make a quarter disappear or appear behind your ear, but he's making the marble that Blue handed him disappear. Nobody's coming to look at my crap. Go bring somebody over. This stuff's great. Like, I would buy this stuff.
What do you have? I will go over our wares, our wares again.
Well, actually, just for the sake of expediency, let's roll.
I have small business as a knowledge. Can I roll that?
Oh, well, I was just going to have you guys roll an extended negotiations test. You can certainly use that if you want to try and like teamwork, essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
All teamwork, Hoxton, who I suspect is the best one.
Yeah, maybe. I'm pretty average, but I know how to negotiate. And Hoxton can at least speak to a lot of the items that he himself is providing and probably talk them up a bit.
Okay, take your ranks in this hit.
Yep, I can keep all 5 of those. And then just, you want it extended? Am I looking for a certain threshold here?
Depending, yeah, so essentially, like, we're going to do these at intervals of 15 minutes and then make 4 tests, and then how well, like, I have several thresholds in mind.
Okay, so here's the first roll.
Okay. Also, at any point, so these are in 15 minutes installations, so if you guys want to be doing things while Hoxton is essentially hawking your items for you, you can tell me that.
I can actually help, but I have no knowledge of the item's value. I have negotiation skills.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, you can roll another teamwork test if you want.
I'm essentially capped at how many ranks I can take, but if he's helping, he can at least give me an extra limit.
He can do a limit, yeah. So just roll me whatever skill that you're trying to roll Tortoise, and make sure you get 1 hit, and then you'll just increase Hoxton's limit.
Yeah, because 6 is actually my limit, so getting some help there in case I have another good roll would be useful.
Yeah, in a clumsy way. I could help.
I just imagine that Tortoise kind of like stands by one of the stalls, and every now and then, while somebody walks by, he goes, "Wow, that's cool."
Yeah, he's our mook. He's the one that I'm pawning goods to. He's like, that was an unbelievable deal you just gave me for the rarest artifact in the world, and that'll get people to come over and look at my stuff.
Sorry about that.
No worries. So you either roll me your negotiation or an appropriate knowledge skill.
Don't roll too good, Tortoise, though, or else I'm gonna sell your shield too. Like we're just gonna.
Oh.
We're gonna sell it
Nice.
off. Nice.
Okay, so we got an extra hit there, Hoxton. So go ahead and roll me another one.
You want this extended? Is that right?
Yeah, so take off one. Yeah, that's great. You needed that help. So just at the crucial right moment, Tortoise says something. Well, I've never been here before, and I'm having such a great experience.
I just raise up the mood. That's so cool. That's what I know.
Yeah, and Hoxton, roll me one more. Ooh, a little worse than before, but that's okay. Almost a glitch.
Can I assist again? Sorry, got distracted.
Well, no, the assist essentially only works for the first roll. Like, not for the first roll. It works for the entire test. So he's taking the extra dice in each one he rolls, but you can't continually add to each pool.
Okay.
Yeah, your dice are already helping in each of the rolls.
All right, that makes sense. That makes it much easier.
Yeah. So Hoxton, you continue hawking and saying things when somebody kind of walks over and looks at the gun, and it's not Marcus Coe, who you have a physical description and a picture for. It's just a gentleman in a business kind of suit, probably an action or business suit. It's an elven gentleman. He gives Alim has flashbacks of Rufy's fear of elves in business suits, and he'll kind of give you a quick look up and down Huxton and say, "How much for the piece?"
I stare at his hair for slightly longer than I'm supposed to, and I say, "How old are you?"
He'll say, "It depends on how you calculate age. I have spent 75 years in the Broslandade Forest. I've spent 20 on your Earth."
So young yet. That's fine. We can make do.
Roll me a contest.
Oh my.
Are we all there? Can I sense this guy?
Yeah, go for it.
I've got first impressions and fast talk. If you want to let either of those apply.
Yeah. First impressions will apply. I'll let a fast talk apply because you're essentially kind of just trying to say the right things at the right time.
Oh god.
Holy crap. Okay. Sensing, does that have a limit? Is it you have your astral limit?
Astral, I believe, which in my case is 8. So I keep all of those.
Okay, so Rufy, you can tell that Alim, you can tell that he is pretty healthy. He is inquisitive, but also kind of reserved. He's awakened. He is, you've never seen his aura before. No cyberware or anything like that. What's your magic?
6.
His magic is higher than yours. He isn't ill. You can see his astral signature. There's none others. He has a magic of 7. Presence. He's not a technomancer. Yeah, he totally buys it. He's like, this is one of the mysterious creatures of the goblin market. I must be careful and wary of him.
Beautiful. Been over 45 minutes fitting in. That's Hoxton's info. Yeah, so just kind of looking mystically, and I imagine Tortoise and I kind of share a quick glance, and then we both nod, and we look back at the guy, and continue to nod, and say, he's looking at the gun. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Okay. Okay. So this is the money deal right here. So, yeah, I guess I look at him again and say, I'm here for only one thing. I need a memory of the purest of satisfaction. A memory of you at your happiest.
He'll kind of think that over for a moment, and he'll say, I have one such thing that might interest you, the day that the queen bequeathed a kiss upon my cheek.
Would I have to ask, is this the Salish queen, or?
Probably not the Salish queen. Native American tribes tend not to fall into monarchies, but it is probably the Sealy queen.
Or Sealy. Sorry, I meant Sealy. Yeah. Okay, that's important. Hoxton doesn't say out loud. Keeping a straight face. I'll kind of look a little puzzled, as if I don't quite believe it. I'll say, how long ago did this happen?
He will say quite a long time ago. It was not when her Lady Day reigned. It was Miss Thespie. It was Lady Thespie who gave me the kiss.
And why?
He'll kind of like hesitate and say, those are secrets that will cost you more than just a piece of mortal weaponry.
Hoxton smiles and nods.
Gotta see for yourself.
That's kind of tempting. There's a kiss from a queen. That seems rare. I like it, I think. Yeah, Hoxton kind of scratches his chin for a moment, looks around to all of his teammates who are like suspiciously posed within the crowd around him to see if anybody's like red flagging him. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna wave over Valerie.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
Did you say no, Alim, or
No,
did
no,
you say no?
I'm-
You weren't objecting.
No, not objecting.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll wave over Valerie.
Okay, Valerie will come over and she'll kind of make a judge intentions for me as she like kind of suddenly meets this guy and sees who you're consulting with.
Ah.
Can we all do that?
Yeah, you guys can all do that.
It is so weird going back to a character just out of Karjan.
I didn't see that DN9, but that would have been a good idea too. But maybe in a different way.
No, I like this better.
Yeah, so Blue actually recognizes for once. Blue who is just kind of being silent in the back, looking away, takes a quick look at her, and she, for just a single moment, like loses her composure and looks a little bit flustered by who exactly you're dealing with, but then she quickly regains it.
And I'll explain to Valerie that we've made a deal for this artifact.
She'll kind of nod, and when you talk about the memory that was mentioned, she also looks like a little bit impressed that Alim has managed to secure such like an incredible deal. And then she'll take out the coin, and she'll do the exchange. The man will take the coin and focus, and then open his hand and hand it to her. I assume you'll let him take the gun?
I don't think Hoxton has the willpower to do that, but unless Blue stops him, then the man can pick up the gun.
Okay, so the man will pick up the gun himself, and then once he seems satisfied with the bargain, he'll begin to walk away, and he will, and then Valerie will offer you the coin, but she looks a little hesitant. She says, "This would be worth the dues that you are obligated to hand to me, so I can simply keep this memory for myself, unless you feel you have something else more worthy to give me by the end of the market."
We'd like to hang on to it for now, but rest assured that this would seemingly be your pay when business is concluded.
She'll kind of nod, and she'll offer. Well, actually, she'll offer whoever takes it. So is Hoxton or Alim or Blue or Tortoise going to take it?
Alim will defer to Hoxton as if he was his errand boy, because at this point he's taking on the
Yeah,
the role.
I'll take it and then kind of give like a slight bow to Alim, just a little bit of the head and shoulders, as I take my position back behind the counter.
No, I will solemnly like return the bow and smile like a proud, I don't know, shop owner, I guess. However that goes.
So, Hoxton, as you take the coin in your hand, you feel a memory suffuse into your mind. You are standing in looks like a stone kind of keep. It's obviously some kind of royal room. It is just you, and there's this small woman, and you take a moment as the memory is crystallizing. It's actually not even a woman. It looks like she's probably only like in her early teens. However, she's dressed in this very like silvery garb, and on her hip is a silver blade, and she is walking up to the man, or well, to you, or from your perspective, she's walking forward to you. And there's another individual in the room who looks very nervous and afraid. And you like focus for a moment, and the other individual, even in the memories that you've just taken in from the visual perspective that you saw from the other man, you can see a kind of familiar resemblance between the man who keeps giving you this memory and the other individual in the room. And this young woman, maybe who's 13 or 14, walks over to the other man who looks quite nervous. And in a single blur of motion, you hear his breath's kind of like a sudden intake of breath, and you don't hear anything, and then you hear, you're not looking at this, or your perspective isn't looking at this, but you are only hearing this in the memory. You hear a thump as you assume as a body hits the floor, and you can smell the coppery smell of blood as the woman then comes over to you, and she says, "Thank you. I know it takes much to betray one's kin, Felithus." And then she will kiss you on the forehead, and then she'll kind of wave, and a few guards will come out and take the body and take you out, and then the memory will fade.
Could you write the name in chat for me? I don't want to butcher it.
Yeah, that's fine.
And out loud, as this isn't what Hoxton was expecting to happen when he took the coin, he's going to say, Felithus, an assassin?
Well, this is out of character because I didn't see it, but he's a cheater. He
No,
promised
this is
kiss on the
specifically
cheek.
yeah, this is specifically in the hopes that Valerie speaks up.
She'll kind of like give you a quick look as if to say, like, don't say those kinds of things out loud. And she'll say, that was his honor, one of the honorable courtesans of the Sealy court. He is representing Mr. Marcus Coe and his interests today. Mr. Coe is busy selling his wares. It would do you good now that your business with him and them has been resolved not to dally.
I wouldn't dare, or we wouldn't dare, but this is interesting. I'd love to. For our interest here, I'd love to see Mr. Marcus. Is he around?
She's obviously looking a little bit like reserved and hesitant to say anything further, maybe for fear of repercussion. But she'll say, "Yes, Mr. Marcus is just across the way. I can introduce you if you'd like."
Hoxton looks at Alim for permission.
He will nod again, very detachedly. Is that a word?
Yep. And she'll say, but nothing is for free, and she'll kind of make a quick motion towards the amulet of Dunkelzahn's followers, and she'll say, I would expect that in return.
I got like a box of those at home. Yeah, sure. Killed like 8 of those guys. No, I only ever grabbed one, I think. Yeah, Hoxton will kind of pick it up, and this is actually there's a moment here. Hoxton picks it up by like the twine, and it's in his hand in its palm, and he kind of looks at it for a second, and he just stares, and then he just sort of holds it up by its necklace and let it dangle in front of her.
She'll take it very quickly and put it within all of the swaddles of her robes, and then she'll say, "Is it just you, or how many am I to take?"
Ignoring that for a moment, Hoxton says, "You know, I met them. The order."
She'll kind of like take a step back, and she'll say, "And you survived?"
I did.
And then she'll kind of like take a closer look at you, Hoxton, and she'll say, "Perhaps there's more to you," and she'll kind of like look at Alim, "to all of you than I suspected."
We've traveled and we've accomplished. We've persevered. If you're ever interested in such a thing, then I suppose you know where to find us, or hopefully where our shop will be.
She'll say yes, and then she'll kind of turn to take whoever wants to follow her to follow her.
Yeah, that was my subtle attempt to try to like, oh, these people are interested in being here for a long time. They're not going to do anything stupid in the next.
Yeah, I
5
got.
minutes.
She definitely investing in the world. You're trying to like dissuade any dispositions.
Yeah, we're totally not just here for the next half an hour until we can wreck up the place and run away. Then yeah, I imagine we all go, but at least Hoxton is.
Don't think Blue would, as this seems like a social encounter.
You do a great job of looking.
You're the only one that noticed Valerie. That's fair. That's fine. Hopefully we're not going too far.
So if Tortoise and Alim and Hoxton want to go, she will take you around back. Where is that?
Can I have like a minute? I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. She'll like take you along this path to this stall here that's labeled assassins. And then she'll take you to like a door behind it and take you back into a room back here.
She reprimanded me for calling somebody an assassin. This is the neon blinking sign that says assassins open.
Apparently they don't like to be called that to their faces. She'll take you further back to a stall back here that doesn't have a name, but there is a man who is just sitting down, and since this was behind a door, you get the sense that maybe this area is a little bit more exclusive.
I was gonna say, I was going to follow behind as kind of a safe difference, but I realized we still have a stall full of stuff.
Yeah.
So Blue was going to stay at the stall and make sure no one steals the stuff.
That's why I was asking if everyone was going, because
totally
definitely someone was going to come. You guys were going to come back, and all of those foci and magic stuff are going to be gone.
Totally forgot about that. Thanks.
All of our random trinkets of fluff will lose. I'm staying here with our trinkets.
And sitting in here, you will see Marcus Coe, and he looks like he has a table in front of him, and there seems to be a bunch of daggers and like short blades. They all look like incredibly well crafted, and they all have this really powerful sense of regalia to them. It's hard to place, but they just seem to endow like this sense of respect. But also, like, the edges seemed tempered in a way that seems fierce, like they need to draw blood.
No, that's great, too, because the two mundane guys went. So it's like, hey, that looks kind of cool, right, Tor?
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck are these, though.
Yeah, that one's pretty sharp, I think.
Yeah, they...
So Marcus is sitting there, and he's obviously just kind of like greeting you. And next to him is standing someone who is dressed very similarly to Valerie. She's swaddled. He is swaddled in these. He's a human male. He looks probably about 45. Swaddled in these beautiful, exquisite fabrics. While Valerie obviously took pains to kind of hide it, you can see that on the edges of his wrists, very pronouncedly, and near the nape of his neck, you can see like this network of tattoos that obviously extends across his body.
Whoa.
Is this the keeper?
Do you say that out loud?
No. He says it over D&I to hopefully... Alim came with us, right?
Yeah.
Are his tattoos are like hers?
Yeah, it's obvious that this guy is a keeper.
Mm.
And Felithus is also there, the quote-unquote assassin that you met is standing right next to Marcus.
So, what are we doing here?
Well, Valerie is taking you in, and she kind of like gives Felithus a nod and then Marcus a nod. She doesn't seem to address the individual in the corner, who you guys have identified as the keeper. And he will, and Valerie will kind of walk up to Marcus and whisper something to him that you can't hear, and then stand back and come over to you all, and she'll say, "He's actually quite interested to speak with you about where you found that piece. Don't tarry long, though. You only have a few minutes." And then she'll make her way out.
Who did she say that to?
To, well, like whoever was in front. So probably Hoxton, since you guys
Oh,
made
okay.
a deal.
To us. It was directed to us. Okay.
Yeah, Overdy and I, as we're walking, what's the plan here?
Identify the keeper, try to get eyes on the key, and ascertain whether or not we can procure them here, or if we potentially need to follow them.
Here is
out of
gonna
the
be
market.
hard, but yeah. Alim is gonna sense a lot of them as we enter, so I have a idea of what to use a search power on afterwards.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
So I'm gonna throw the dice. One roll for the lot of them, or do you want me to do?
Yeah, it's fine. You just do for the lot of them. They don't have they're not masking or anything like that.
What was Marcus's last name, and did she say it? Did Valerie say it, or has she not
But you
said it?
know it from. She never said it, but you know it from the dossier. It's K-O.
Right. I don't want to. Yeah, I wasn't sure if she specifically said it or not.
No, she only referred to him as Marcus.
Okay.
I was just going to do refuse the sensing. Yes, you have their signature and stuff like that. Marcus is definitely awakened, and his magic rating is 6.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything else you wanted to ask me, you can.
Phileas, I'm curious, and
You've already sensed Felithus.
I don't think I did.
Well,
yes,
you
I
don't
did.
remember. You did. You know his magic rating is 7.
Yeah, you're right.
And that he is probably a powerful mage. Or something along those lines.
And the keeper?
And the keeper is not present on his body. You can see several astral signatures and magical auras, but he himself is not awakened. Tortoise, you don't see anything in particular like screaming out, like you don't see like a bomb or like a trap or anything.
No, I actually no, not like that. I'm checking out the merchandise. In my own kind of a sense, I mean, I'm trying to see something artistic or cool-looking thing.
Oh, most definitely. That's interesting too.
But I'm not magically active, so most than half of it are not interesting to me. So I'm trying to search something artistically
from a mundane perspective. Oh, artistically, these blades
from
are
a mundane
exquisite.
perspective, yeah.
Like if I had to put it in mechanical terms, Marcus can probably can buy 8 hits on most artisan tests.
Oh god.
No. Okay, I won't try that then.
What about magically? What about magically?
Oh, magically, he's awakened and he's got a magic rating of 6. I don't know. I mean anything else. Oh, the items.
Yeah.
They have magical. They have astral. Like I have astral auras. You can tell that they're magical, but beyond that, you don't know. Some of them are foci, and others are imbued items. That's all. They range in forces. Some of them are like 2 or 3. Others are like 4.
All right, so Hoxton will step into the room and extend a hand forward towards Marcus and say, I wasn't aware of who we were dealing with or for whom we were dealing with. Apologies for not presenting with this artifact its origin. I thought I'd come and rectify that.
He'll kind of stand up and look a little bit cheery and say, and I greatly appreciate that, actually. I was very curious about this item. I did just some preliminary analysis, and it seems to be quite interesting. I don't think I've ever managed to create something myself like this.
No, and I don't suspect you'll see anything like it again. In fact, keep a straight face, Tortoise. In fact, in our travels, my group and I have come across many artifacts, most of which are carried in a cardboard box from one market to the next. But this, we weren't sure if we should bring it out today.
Can I, at whatever he's going to roll eventually, can I assist with magical tradition, basically interjecting here and there, like that cross of Darth Mamu that we once.
Yeah. You want to add little details that give him well, here I'll let you do it this way. You can either roll your magical traditions, and every 2 hits will give him 1 dice because it's not super applicable, or you can just roll, and as long as you hit a threshold of 3, then I'll give him a +2 for plausible seeming evidence.
I can also butter up the conversation with the places that we pass through. I know the knowledge of Istanbul and all the surrounding area, so
sure.
I'll let you choose whatever. I'm rolling 12 dice, so I think I can buy the 3 hits, so it's whatever.
Nice. Okay. So then we'll give Hoxton a +3 for LM's knowledge, and then Tortoise, go ahead and roll your area knowledge.
Yeah, so with the help of them, I'll start weaving that tale of some of the places we've been and some of the things that we've done and the artifacts we've handled.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Hoxton. So you tell me what your intent is here.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping to get to. So I don't want to tell him. I want him to buy into wanting to know more about this artifact, and I want to essentially have him put his guard down and be willing to come with us to a person or a place who can fill him in fully.
Okay, this definitely sounds like a con to me.
Yeah, I want him to buy in essentially and lower his guard.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll at a +4 because of your teammates, and I'll give you an additional +1 on top of that because you have something that he wants.
Okay, and then first impression and fast talk is up to you.
No fast talk, but first impressions.
Okay, so that was a +5 situational, and then first impression, I think was right.
Yeah. And then there might be some negative. Just go ahead and roll, and I'll take off negatives that you don't know about.
But can you step away as the GM and come back as a player for a few minutes?
Sorry, that's not how it works.
Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and spend a point of edge here, as this this isn't a linchpin of the plan, as we don't really have one, but this would be a cool one to win.
Is this a post edge, or are you pushing the limit?
I'm just gonna have to go ahead and push the limit because I've hit my limit.
Okay.
All right, so that'll rack that to a total of 9 before you do any modifiers.
You have 7 edge, Lord.
Yeah, that's Hoxton's thing. He has 7 edge and every skill in the game.
It was a very good thing that you spent that edge. So he's standing there, and he's obviously kind of taken in by what you're saying, but also there's also a level of satisfaction. It's more he's really excited that you're telling him all this cool stuff about the thing he owns now, and less interested about you. He obviously does have a level of interest about what you're saying, but it is kind of centered on I just made a great deal, I made a great buy, instead of here are these mysterious strangers that I need to learn more from.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely just feed into that. Ultimately ending with the one who knows the most is here in Seattle, but only for a day is actually what I'm going to say. And I'd love for them to be able to give their memories about the creation of the artifact.
Hoxton, go ahead and take a point of edge back for that last piece there. That is critical. You just got his attention. he like as soon as you say that about the memories, he stops and he says, "Wait, you the one who created this, like the moment of creation, he'd be willing to give that away?"
I believe that as they have grown old, it is important that their life not be forgotten. In fact, I believe they would relish someone as with as much stature as yourself to have that knowledge instead.
Marcus is obviously extremely intrigued, and he will say, "Well, give me their contact information, and I'll set up something."
I don't think our friend is.
No, it's okay. You can say it. The safety behind such an individual. I'm sure you understand the goblin market as it is, being its privacy, the most important aspect. Our friend is much the same. However, I believe we could take him to you if you're free tonight.
He'll kind of like clench his teeth a little bit, like shooken up, and say, "Well, I guess I might be available tomorrow, or tonight. I'm supposed to stay at the stall, but I'm sure Valerie would understand. She's always such a lovely hostess." Okay, yeah, I think I can do tonight.
You think that would
Very
work,
well.
Alim?
I think our friend would be. Yes, I think it will. May you be so gracious as to provide us with your contact, and we will get in touch with you.
He'll kind of nod towards Felithus, and Felithus will produce an arrow with a comm code and some other information.
Oh god, I thought you said an arrow, like. I was like,
So
wow,
you're a
that's
crossbow bolt.
yeah, that's a cool way of giving your card, you know. Here, have this arrow.
Blue, make a perception test for me.
Oh god, somebody's stealing from our stall. Go back. There's just nothing left.
I hope
Blue's
no
standing.
one's dumb enough to steal from a troll.
Blue, you watch as a woman with this kind of like vibrant red hair and white silken gloves is walking down the main thoroughfare. So that's all you see. No, I don't hear you.
Nope.
Oh, okay. So as you growl, her eyes, her head spins around, and she sees you sitting at the stall. And Anapest walks up to the stall that's labeled "magical goods" in quotations, and she'll say, "Oh my dear, I didn't expect to see you here. Are you a purveyor of the magical arts?"
No.
All along.
Wait, so then why are you? And then she'll. What are you doing here then?
Yes. I have items. I'm watching the stall.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're a little bit of hired muscle, of course. That makes sense. Would you be interested, perhaps, in something for yourself? I understand you do traffic in some preparations. I have my own stall here, actually.
No.
Anapest will look kind of crestfallen. Of course, I understand the business was not exactly left in good terms with us. I wish you the best of luck in the rest of your endeavors today. And then she'll look a little bit pained for a moment, and she'll kind of like lean into you, and she'll just say, "And if it'd probably be good advice if you were to close up shop early today. I hear that things might not go too well at the end of the market." And then she'll kind of pull back away. It was obvious she was saying that in a very hushed tone, and then walk towards another part of the market.
Blue is exceptionally conflicted with hating the spirits and not wanting to be her friend, but that seems like it could be useful advice, but it could be a trick. Who knows? Blue's very unhappy, and her face is just a mixture of emotions.
Refresh my memory. The Anapest is the lass that tricked us in the last of your runs. It's correct?
No, she's the one who tried to help rescue Tortoise and Rufy. She was the spirit.
But at the first, he was not. She was not.
That was Rose. There was two of them.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
She was essentially Rose's employer.
How good is Blue's composure?
Well, my composure is like 10 dice.
Oh, that's pretty good then.
I willpower.
Hold the line.
So the people who are in with Mr. Marcus, are you guys going to leave now or what?
Sorry, I was typing out the longest observant detail ever. So just over the course of the time we're inside, I want to be paying attention to shoot, I forgot his name, the bodyguard as well as our Marcus here, seeing if I can maybe pick up on a nervous tick. You know how you do when you're in a bad neighborhood and you constantly pat the pocket that has your wallet in it so that you can check that it's still there.
Oh, no, I totally get what you mean. And 6 hits will give you Felithus every now and then. Kind of, he doesn't do it with his fingers. You can tell he's quite disciplined. But every now and then he will more look towards your hands and like your countenance. And like when you guys move forward, you can see him moving on the balls of his feet to just kind of be ready. And it's obvious that his eyes dart between a breast pocket on his suit and your guys' like stance.
Okay, this is the bodyguard's breast pocket.
Yeah.
Okay then. Okay. Let me read this DNI from Blue. Oh, okay, that is as confusing as I expected it to be. God. All right. Yeah, I think as that wraps up, we have his contact information. Getting that message, I'll say, it appears that we have other customers at our stall out in the market. If you'll excuse us.
Cool. Like I said, of course, I'll need to wrap up with Valerie and make sure I get my dues in so that I can meet tonight. And he'll kind of wave you guys away. And Felithus will kind of like, he's suggesting with his body. That's not a suggestion at all. That it's time for you guys to leave.
Yeah, how's he physically armed, by the way? Did you mention that before?
You don't see. Actually, you got a perception test of 6 hits, so you can tell that he is probably carrying some kind of concealed blade, but not a gun.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I knew if I was getting stabbed or shot tonight. That's fine. I'll go ahead, head on out, and sort of not hurriedly, but just not getting distracted on the way back. Head back to Blue to figure out what the hell that text message meant.
Over the DNI, I suggest that we should go onto the same car.
The way back, Alim wants to try and see if there is anything that catches his eye. Some sort of religious motif. That's not a rug. I don't think he's into rug.
Wait, you're still shopping when we're all going into oh shit mode?
Yeah.
Somebody just told us that something bad is going to happen at the marketplace. It's going to totally change our plan for tonight. And you want to buy knickknacks?
Yes.
That's fair. Carry on, sir.
Also,
what are you looking for? You're looking for like things with like religious symbology?
Yeah, on the way back. And also looking for Valerie, because we have to put our dues.
So over here, that stall, as you guys go past it, is labeled ropes and chains, and there's a number of like flagellation chains that are remnant that have like little crosses on the end of them. If that's the kind of thing you're looking for? No.
No.
There's also the discount butcher that says it's selling long pork. Some of it is apparently kosher, so that's also something you can do. There's a game of this little booth here is called Games of Chance, and one of the games is apparently called Hail Mary. There is a cookware venue over here next to one that's called Vague Memories. One of the like spatulas that they're selling is called the Holy Shit, It's Good. And you can, it apparently endows food with a great deal of taste.
Okay. Nothing that really draws my attention, unless
Sorry. Actually, right here behind your store is This is like so. A lot of these are just like stalls that are created with like fabric and tent poles. This one is one of the like part of the building itself. That one is called Relics of Dubious Saints.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm completed now because I really want to go to check that stuff, but I don't want to hold the team back either.
You do your character, man. This is where we find out what Alim is all about.
Yeah, I don't
Hoxton,
think
you don't see any foreign marks on your devices.
Okay, that's thank you.
I will, DNI, go search Valerie and give her the memories as
Yeah.
our dues.
Understood. I'll take care of that.
I still have some shopping to do. I'll catch up with you if you guys have to leave. It might also be in our interest not to, leave before all the trouble hits. Might be suspicious. Which is a lame excuse if any of you is good at, spotting them.
So you guys will. So Alim, you're going to go to the Relics of Dubious Saints.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head over there. Everyone who's at the stall, make me a perception test. Okay, you guys would be the defenders in this case. So, Blue and Hoxton, you guys see a woman, an elven woman who has long blonde hair. Seems to kind of have this aloof, superior, like attitude. Not that that's really strange for an elven woman.
So he's an elf?
Yep,
It sounds
so
very
she's an
elfish.
elf. But she obviously, you can also see her like when she looks at a lot of the non-elves, she has like this very obvious look of disgust. She probably looked at Blue and like just like looked like she wanted to vomit and then turned around and walked away. She is over here at this stall, which is labeled Aged Books. And you notice somebody is sneaking up. There's actually two individuals who are right here. I'll throw some tokens on the board for you guys, who are kind of approaching, and you will notice as like in their, they produce from beneath their clothes a pair of daggers.
How far away are they from her?
Oh, not very far, maybe like 5 meters.
I shoot a glance to Blue. Hoxton looks eager and about to turn and charge.
Blue will draw her knives.
Yeah, the moment that Blue responds in that way, Hoxton just turns and bolts towards the closest one to try to basically tackle him in the back.
And Tortoise again shows his slow nature and hasn't aware of nothing.
yeah, Tortoise. We're just kind of standing there, the three of us talking, and yeah,
Hoxton just runs off.
Hoxton just turns and with like kind of a flourish of his jacket is just sprinting straight towards this person who's not looking at him.
Okay, roll me initiative, guys, and I'm gonna roll to see if they are surprised.
Meanwhile, Alim is discussing the words on the thing of dubious saints.
Yes, you are, sir.
Huh, so you see that's the pinky bone of
Yes, Saint Angelo, one of the lesser known saints.
You son of a bitch! You took his pinky. I changed directions and start heading towards that shut. No.
Okay, so neither of them are surprised as Blue and Tortoise race across. So I'll roll their initiative.
I'm not aware of them if nobody told me.
Oh, actually, yeah, Tortoise, roll me surprise.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Take it slow, man. Nothing to worry about.
That's perfect.
Ooh, what a shitty roll for them. Okay.
We're just a bunch of all-stars here with our initiative rolls. It's nice not having
So
to hop out a
Tortoise,
bunch of shit.
totally unaware, is gonna go first.
Oh, did he roll surprise yet?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if he's surprised. He still gets to go first.
So, but I'm not aware of them, yeah?
Well, roll me your reaction intuition.
That's also shitty.
Yeah, so Tortoise, you're surprised, so you're not going to act this round.
Okay.
You know, that's not exactly how you do surprise, but that's how I'm doing surprise right now. The elven assassins apparently are going to rush up towards the lady and are going to try and stab her to death.
Oh, I guess in the nature of thematics here, may I spend an initiative to seize?
Yeah, you can always do that.
Yeah, I guess that would be how I want to do this, because I don't want to just watch the lady get stabbed just yet.
Just yet.
I mean, I'm tempted to if you hadn't got me into this fight, you know.
Well, yeah.
He was stubborn, not
She's
them.
kind of a dick. I don't know if
I
you
know.
saw the way she was looking at us, but
Sorry, dicks have a lot of money to spend. So yeah, I'll go ahead and forfeit the edge to carry through with my movement, and attempt to tackle one of these people.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Do I have enough distance to get a charge going?
Yeah, totally.
I believe I should also seize the initiative too.
I mean, you were surprised though, so you should have spent the initiative not to be,
Oh.
or the edge should not be surprised. That is an option you can do.
Oh, is that
Otherwise-
something I can do?
Yeah, you can spend
Well,
a
you
point of
can-
edge to not be surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We know it for the next one.
So, Hoxton, are you happy with that, or are you going to spend another point to try and get them?
I'm gonna try to stick on 5.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you rush forward to try and get the assassin, but apparently it saw you coming out of the corner of your eye, and it just definitely manages to push in towards the vague memory stall. And you only manage, you just kind of skirt right away, charging past it slightly before you stop yourself.
Okay.
So you have just made it yourself an obvious target. However, you ruined the element of surprise for these poor assassins.
That's what I do. I'll spend my free action after I see that my charge hasn't worked to preemptively block.
Okay, cool. Did you want, if that's your free, you don't have any time to yell anything though.
Oh, that's a good point. Do I yell or do I block? I'll
There
just
are 2 of them.
yeah. Blocking lasts for the pass.
Turn.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. You're right.
Yeah. But no, I feel like yelling probably makes more sense. If I saw them eyeing this woman, I'll actually yell out. Oh God, this is so cheesy. I'll yell out, "Assassins!"
It also helps to identify yourself as not the
Not me,
those
them.
of the turbans.
Not me, them.
You're not a very good assassin if you yell.
That's my catchphrase. Assassin.
The woman will kind of quickly turn around, a little bit shocked for a moment, and then you see her eyes roll for a moment, which maybe might be a little not
Oh God,
appropriate.
what an asshole.
And then so one of them is going to rush up to her and try and kill her.
She dies by eye rolling my
May I
yell
seize
for
the
warning.
initiative in here? May I? Because
But you can't. You're surprised. So if you seize the initiative, you're not going to do anything. That's the problem.
Hoxton's gave us a warning, though. Doesn't that help?
Not for feeling a surprise.
Okay.
But also that round is already gone, right? It's
Oh, he rolled good.
Nay.
Yeah, a target who fails surprise check can't react to any type of warnings about the surprise they failed.
Oh.
She got
Yeah.
lucky.
If you preemptively block, it's the entire combat turn.
Yeah, that's
I didn't know that I could do that with the edge too, so.
It's okay. That's why it's a learning experience. Your life is not in mortal danger, so you're okay.
The
So
elf
the
is apparently
woman,
pretty good at dodge.
Why I don't feel relaxed?
tier princes happen to have good dodge pools. So the woman, like very quickly, as the assassin reaches in with its blade, she very quickly, you see her hands like kind of move for a moment, and there's like a small spark of light around her body as she's dodging out of the way. I won't even make you roll, Hoxton. You know that there's magic. There's very powerful magic that's protecting her as she moves out of the way of the assassin's blade. However, the other one's going to try and hit you.
Alright, well, all of my magic activates as well, and I dodge out of the way.
Okay, so that's 6. Roll me your dodge, my friend.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and then actually just do the interrupt action to block this path.
To block? Okay.
A little bit more costly, but at least I was able to warn her of the impending stabby.
The impending stabby.
Okay, so that's one net hit. You're gonna keep that?
No, because these are crazy magic daggers that'll probably just take my memories of sec.
Such a quotable.
Alright, you're good to go. As the assassin's blade sinks towards your side, you manage to just quickly get out of the way. It just slashes at one of the stall's hanging drapery, heaving into the fabric. You get the sense that the fabric probably had all of its memories wiped away. Blue, your turn.
Has it been 6 hours since the meet?
No, not yet.
Alright. I am going to. Oh, this is always so anti-dramatic. I am going to trigger my prep outcome preparation. And then just run into combat with Hoxton and them. But I don't have the actions to attack, so.
Okay.
So I do that with a simple action. I'm gonna run in and just activate my weapon foci.
Sounds like a good use for your other simple.
That'd be a large intimidating troll.
Hoxton. Oh wait, no, you already went because you
I
see the
see.
initiative.
Yeah.
So let's everybody subtract 10.
Why do you have so many pinkies in this store? That's surprising. Like, is that your specialty?
He'll be like, well, actually, see, apparently people don't like the pinkies, which is why a bunch of pinky bones just kind of float around in the market now. It's really flooded. Okay, Tortoise, you're not surprised anymore.
Yeah. As a simple action, I will pull out my bowler, and as another simple action, I will throw the bowler as a cold shot to this guy to tackle.
Okay, so there is a stall in your way.
Isn't this something like a tent or something?
Kind of. I'm gonna give them good cover. I'm just letting you know that you can. It's not like a building. You can kind of throw through it, but they will get good cover.
Okay, I will purge that then too. So I will -4 for cold shot and -4 for the cover.
No,
no,
the cover
it's
just
for
adds to their
defense.
defense test.
Yep, sorry about that. Oh, okay. Whoa.
Okay. Wait, that doesn't. There are more than 8 dice there, aren't there?
He pre-edged, I think.
Yeah, I pre-edged
Oh, okay,
that.
you pre-edged. All right, that makes sense. It's like that didn't make sense.
And as a free action, I will walk through here.
Yeah, you bolo him real good. So tell me what the rules for bolos are.
Just pulling out right now. Agility plus gymnastics.
I'm sure assassins are not good at any of those.
Hope not.
So he's got to make an agility plus gymnastics.
Yep, is an immediate test.
What's his threshold? Your net
It's
hits?
physical.
Oh, it's physical limit.
Yeah, test the threshold.
I'll make the test. You tell me what happens.
Test.
What page are you on,
Okay.
Tortoise?
Hi, run and gun 27.
Okay, so he rolled really well for his gymnastics.
My net hits actually is the threshold.
So he met the net hit. So he met your threshold. What's a
Okay.
tie mean?
I'm trying to.
Isn't this one of those that your net hits plus your net hits?
Nope, it's just the threshold of the attacker's net hits. They need to make an immediate agility plus gymnastics. It's actually limited to his physical. Does the assassin's physical?
He's got a physical limit higher than 5.
Okay, cool. So with the threshold of the attacker's net hit, so yeah, if you meet the threshold, then the assassin is not boloed.
Okay, yeah. So it rings around his body, but just like his upper torso. So he's like, "Oh, cool." He now has a girdle. Oh, I really should throw this lady on there since she wasn't surprised.
I believe it does damage as well.
If you try to aim for a cold shot, I mean, trying to knock down, it doesn't do any damage, but you can also throw it as a
Gotcha.
stone.
Yep, you're right. You did the knockdown. That doesn't deal damage, right?
So the lady
I
acts
can
next.
also run near to them too, I believe. I have enough walking. Is that possible? Wait a second. I can move after my actions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can do that. That's fine, Tortoise. So you run up there. The lady is going to. She's going to reach forward and try and grab the assassin's throat.
This is that awkward scene where the heroes do absolutely nothing and the person we are trying to protect just saves us.
Just know that there's a fight. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm not really sure why or how we're saving this girl, and I don't really want to say. I would love the chance to stab someone.
We figured that part out after. That's the trick. Why they need saving comes afterwards.
Oh, such a good boy.
Oh no! Okay, so she manages to touch this guy's throat.
Just karate chops him right in the throat.
Oh no, it's a lot worse than that.
Don't burn him! I get my bola back.
Nope, it's not that.
Going to peel his skin away.
Ooh, she's gonna edge that.
Oh, that's a nasty spell. I don't even remember what it
She's
does.
a
I know
nasty
it's
lady.
nasty.
Now I yell, "Toxic mage!"
There we go. So she, yeah. 6 net hits. He'll resist with his body, which is not great.
Kills flesh in a localized area of the target's
Oh
body.
god. Okay, so she runs. She grabs him by the throat, and you can watch the necrosis spread across his throat.
How many net hits did she get with that?
She got 6 net hits.
That's enough to make the throat disappear.
Yeah, he's essentially going to not be able to speak or talk or probably do much else in the rest of his life.
of his short life because you kind of need your throat for stuff. Like breathing.
Holy shit, with 4 or more successes, multiple organs are destroyed. For each organ destroyed, the target's body is reduced by 1.
Yeah, that spell is really nasty.
Yeah, that's why the UCAS requires every single person who knows it to have a psychological test.
Well, and it's only provided usually by the military.
Yeah, every single
Yeah.
operative, like it's not
Yeah,
that's really no.
You stay near her, Tortoise. We'll get this other guy.
Suddenly Blue sees this and is like, well, you were a bad idea, Hoxton, and just starts backing up. Nope, nope. I don't want to save this one.
Okay, so the assassin just kind of like makes this weird like gurgling noise. His hand reaches up to his throat that's not there anymore, as you can just kind of see like bare flesh and half dead skin and blood gushing out down his
Between
body.
her fingers? Oh, God.
Yeah, he just like falls backwards, and he's gonna try and run away, but he doesn't really have anywhere he can go.
It's hard to run away from the lack of throat.
Yep. Seeing what just happened to his friend, the guy here is going to try and get out of your guys' reach without provoking any attacks.
Yeah, we don't
You wanna
technically
say
have the initiative to stop him.
He doesn't know that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not how the game works.
I mean, quite opposite. I'm going to tell him to run.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yep. So he made his test. Not that you guys had the initiative to spend to get him, and he's just gonna dart away.
They did some cool like combat rolls or something.
Yeah, you totally see him like feint with his dagger that flies through the air, and you're like, whoa! And then as he's like letting go of it, it just falls to the ground as he's rolling away. Blue, your turn.
Is she dual nature? Or did I just without doing a full sensing, do I see natural form? Okay.
No, you don't. You do see some astral forms on her. You can see like she's got active somethings.
Yeah.
But she's not dual natured.
Blue is just going to think about this, and she's actually going to back up away from the woman. That's nothing to do with this person.
With the nasty spells.
I'm conflicted because Wolf says I can't run away, but I wasn't really fighting her. But now I'm considering it.
All right. So as this initiative pass ends, we'll just drop out of initiative as the assassin. The other one runs away unless anyone wants to make chase, and the other one just dies.
I
This
literally
guy
have
dies.
to see. Hold on.
If you're
This
allowed
magic
to.
is really dull.
So
It's
you. As the assassin dies, you suddenly hear this like weird screeching noise as like all of the market vendors suddenly all started like paying attention. A number of these like large, they look like treants, like these large men who look like they're composed of bark and leaves suddenly appear, and a number of vendors start just like packing up their things incredibly quickly. And more spirits begin to manifest. A number of people begin to step out of the shadows that you probably just thought were vendors or crowd goers before, and they begin to obviously take control of the scene as the market has suddenly gone into lockdown. Yeah, you're allowed to chase him, Blue. A number of these spirits that are manifesting are also going to accompany you. But I'm just going to kind of let you buy the hits on this, because the assassin is going to meet a lot of resistance on the way out, and say that you managed to catch up to him.
I guess I don't have to. Never mind. My wolf thing, I just can't retreat, so I can let other people run away. I always forget the disadvantage, and Hero Life doesn't let me look at it quickly.
Okay, no worries. So yeah, so then the assassin runs. Eventually, someone who is standing. Actually, it's the guy with the elemental fruits. As the assassin like runs past him, the orange that was made out of fire suddenly turns into a phoenix and like slams into him and incinerates him.
Well,
That would have
was
been worth that
it.
memory.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So there's a lockdown now?
Essentially, like somebody broke market law. It's time everybody's fully like. Obviously, there is some kind of authority and like order going on because there are beings who are like manifesting and others who are taking control of the scene. But essentially, all of the market vendors and all of the market goers, it's like mass panic. Everybody is very quickly stuffing their wares inside of like duffel bags and running out of the exits.
Yeah, I'll tell Blue to hurry and pack our things.
Yeah, and with this kind of commotion, Alim would have gone to the stall and see if there was anything left.
The guy who was in like with the relics is just like grabbing everything off of the shelves and putting it into a bag as he runs at the back. You return to your stall, Lem, and you see someone like running and like trying to loot it.
Can I like fling one like something innocuous to his face, like shush?
Oh
Stop
yeah!
that.
As soon as you come by, he like looks
Stop
at
that,
you,
young man.
and he like looks panicked and he drops everything that he was holding and runs away.
How high these walls are?
Probably like 6 or 8 feet tall.
In meters, please?
Sorry, yeah.
That's 2 or 3.
2 or 3 meters tall.
Okay.
That was funny.
What's the woman's reaction to this?
Kind of like she obviously looks a little bit like peeved. Her day was just kind of ruined. You see her kind of like look down to her side. You see she's got a satchel. She's obviously like checking to make sure something is still there. And then she looks over at Tortoise and Hoxton and like gives you guys like the grossest look as she just kind of walks away.
Nice to make your acquaintance, ma'am.
Does any of you guys speak Sparathiel?
Oh, I definitely.
Let me double check. No.
Tortoise, you might have heard this before.
I don't know Sparathiel.
I know, but you might have heard this word of Sparathiel before. Just roll me a logic intuition.
Okay.
He's gonna call you something nasty.
Probably. Oh, my intuition is 2. My logic is.
Missing all the fun.
Hogs is just gonna be like yelling out loud, like, "Don't worry, you're welcome. Hired help. Here all day."
Oh, cool. Yeah, so Tortoise, you at least know what this word is supposed to mean. It's essentially Sparathiel for like trash, or like shit eater, or like corpse desecrator, things along those lines.
Corpse desecrator.
It escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So if you call that to a ghoul, is that an insult or a
Yeah, probably.
description?
It is definitely an insult to Tortoise as the woman walks away.
I want to use my shield as a chair and start an MMA fight. No,
I definitely
no.
thought you were going to say I want to use my shield as a weapon. I was like, okay, well, this is why I made it high threat.
Yeah, no. Hoxton walks up and kind of puts a hand on Tortoise's shoulder as the woman walks away, and I'll just be like, she'll thank us in her own way later, and we gotta get out of here.
Okay then, I have an idea.
And then shows up with a package of stuff.
I'm losing connection. Can you
Oh,
guys
that's all of us.
hear me?
That's all of us. You're okay. Or at least
Okay,
I see the message as well.
I believe ballistic shields could help climbing things and
We
can
can
be
just walk
used
out
as
the door.
ladders. Isn't we in closed down? What was the word?
There's no barriers. There's nothing to keep you from like leaving. They're just
Oh, okay.
locking it down, like making sure everything is secure.
Yeah, okay. Should we follow the lane? No, that's
No, we came
down
in
this way.
we came in the west side.
Do you children have fun?
So let me ask you
I-
this really quick, GM. I haven't actually paid Valerie yet. I'm still walking around with this guy's memory. In the chaos of everything that's happening now, I mean, do we leave?
That is up to you.
Are we
It definitely
stopped?
does not look Valerie is no. Nobody stops you. It looks like the priority is to make sure that the market is kept safe. If you might catch like a glimpse of Valerie, and it's obvious she's obviously rushing about trying to take care of things, and Hoxton can probably get the idea that like there's probably you watch dozens of vendors just running away. Probably a number of them didn't pay.
Okay, so like worst case scenario is I'll get you later, and yeah, I think we tail out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys run to your respective cars and pull away, and you guys head off. You don't get the sense HTR was called, and if it was, it'll probably take them a few days to get there.
Yeah, we're somewhere in Redmond, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you guys speed away in your cars. You have Marcus Coe's contact information.
Yeah, I'll probably shoot him a message in about 15-20 minutes and just ensure that he was able to make it out safely.
Felithus will respond and he'll say, Mr. Coe is safe. However, the risk to his person was deemed tremendous. Mr. Coe is being taken to a secure location until his business appointments. We will not be able to meet with this benefactor.
No. They weren't targeting Coe. In fact, we witnessed it ourselves in the main bazaar. They were after a snooty elf.
He'll say yes. We identified the individual who was targeted, and it's still determined that there might be likely insurgency from other members against Mr. Coe.
Out of character, could there be a mistake that we made and confused the people? There is not such thing, right? Is there no way that we can confuse the people? Targets, I mean.
You mean our target?
Yeah, I mean, did we spend the whole night with talking the wrong person, maybe?
I think we had like his name and that. Like,
Yeah, we had a physical description of what Marcus looked like.
Yeah, you know the guy who you met is the target you're trying to meet.
Then I mistook what you said. Then there. Okay.
Essentially, because of the threat that happened, there must be some connection to this elf woman that was attacked and Coe, and so they're gonna put Coe in lockdown now until his flight out of Seattle is what we were just told.
Well, not his flight until the meeting.
Oh, sorry, until the meeting.
So wait, our meeting or he's already
No, the gate is mirror out in Yellowstone.
Okay.
It's okay though.
Well,
what was the name of the place that he accidentally told us he was staying?
Yep.
Valerie's. Wasn't it Valerie's?
No.
That's what I understood. Oh.
There was a specific location named. I think it started with an S.
Yeah, you guys got like a little clip of something in the midst of when he was talking to you of like where generally he was staying. And if you take a little bit of time to figure it out, it's an estate in Bellevue.
I completely misunderstood then.
It was a very subtle comment about Valerie's taking care of us and putting us up in the whatever estate. It was just something.
I'm so out of it tonight.
Okay, so we have to figure out information about this estate, and I think we either go in there or we camp it out and get to him when he's en route.
Well, that's so as you guys are rushing away, and maybe like about an hour later, you guys will get a comm request from a number you don't know.
Is it to the whole group?
It would probably be just a Hoxton.
I'll gather everybody around and accept the call.
So it's Coe, and he's calling and he says, "I'm sorry about that. I'm still interested in meeting that person you were talking about, but my security detail, got a little bit antsy. I can't actually leave my my estate, but I can try and leave the back door open to you guys if you can bring bring the person to me.
This starts to feel like a love story rather than.
Well, it is. This guy desperately wants to ingest information about these artifacts. He's in love with this stuff. The problem is that Felipe, the security guard, has the damn key.
Felipe.
So Hoxton will whisper back for no apparent reason, and tell him that I thought we would never be able to share the information because of today's events. Yes, I think that can work. We don't want to get you in trouble though, so you'll need to let us know where your bodyguard is, so that we don't accidentally come across him and get you in trouble.
Yeah, he'll kind of nod and say, "Okay, yeah, of course that makes sense." And he'll say, "Yeah, here's the code for an RFID tag that the court gives me to make sure I know where he is," and he just sends it to you.
Oh my God, we have his tracker.
I think you don't realize how naive Marcus really is.
I love this guy. Sure, yeah, absolutely, sir. I will gather our mutual friend and we will regale soon in the glories.
He'll say, "Okay, just make sure that you're in my room of the estate by midnight, okay?"
Con, judge intentions. This didn't get weird, did it?
I don't know. Did it get weird? Roll me a judge intentions.
Sure, yeah.
People tonight are either after Hoxton's sex memories or,
Well, I didn't mean that weird.
Oh,
but
that's like what I thought you were going.
No, just kind of like that we sneak into his room and then the walls fall away and we're in just a steel cell.
Things are a little weird. You can tell that he is definitely still eager to meet whoever who created the device, and he definitely still thinks that you guys are those people. But this is a little bit like too good to be true.
Yeah, that's what kind of got me too.
Maybe we should demand that he comes out.
Yeah, I think Hoxton says, how do I do this though without it being just a flip?
You're gonna have to. Our friend is not going to make it into an unknown. Mansion.
Wait, I'm sorry. This is the estate in X neighborhood of Bellevue. No, the mana lines I've been told just don't mesh well. You're gonna have to come with us. You need to bring. What's his name? I don't want to keep calling him the bodyguard.
Felicius.
Felithus.
Okay, they're fairies.
Do they speak Breathial too?
They never spoke to Expressly to you, no.
No, but is his name in Spirithial?
You probably don't recognize. It seems Breathial like, but it has roots in other things.
Okay. Yeah,
we can meet at a non-alarming location somewhere in the city where you just need to go. I don't know, sir. I don't know if we can make this happen.
He'll look really regretful, and he'll say, here, this is the only way I can figure out how to do it. I need to make something by tomorrow anyway, so I'll tell my bodyguard that I have to pick up some raw materials for it. He can't tell me no for that because it's for the court. And I'll meet you, and then he'll give you like a location that is associated with Stefano. Mm-hmm. And he'll say, meet me here, and we can do the swap there.
Beautiful. That should work fine. That location, I'm told, is much better.
Make a con for me.
I was hoping that wouldn't get that far. Yeah, that's fair. I read about mana lines recently.
Well, you should know that Mount Hood, I think, is the only one nearby.
Oh shit! I thought there was one in like Bellevue now or something. Isn't Egypt doing something weird over there?
Redmond. It's not really. It's not exactly a mana line. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not a normal mana line. I should say that way.
We don't need him though, do we? We just need his bodyguard thing and the keeper.
Yeah, I mean, I the way I see it is the keeper goes with him, and then the key is with the bodyguard.
He'll say, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that totally makes sense. The mana lines are way more aligned there. We'll meet there. That sounds good."
All right, yeah, and Hoxton confirm.
Roll me one last judge intentions. Anyone who's listening can.
Okay.
Are you like, bro? How are you sharing that?
Hoxton said he was gathering you guys around, so I assume it was like a open call kind of thing.
Yeah, that was the intention. Speakerphone or whatever the 6 world equivalent is.
Judge intention says. Not 8 grams. That's something else completely.
Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, he definitely. You are getting the sense that he kind of knows that something is up here, but he also is obviously really interested in what you're offering. So
That's
things
fair.
aren't all above board, but you feel like he is kind of buying into it.
That's fair. I'm hoping, as best a case scenario, it means he'll bring his bodyguard, and that should be okay.
Maybe not the keeper though. Well, it's not like we've had a very robust plan at any point, so.
I was just gonna say, at what point in this did you guys actually have like a concrete plan?
No, it's definitely. I don't think there's much room for a plan here.
We went to the market.
I bought a marble.
Yeah, I own a marble now.
We had a good run.
Yeah, all in all, if this goes to hell, at least I have a dolphin and a marble.
I think it's a chip. What's for dolphin?
Wait, there's a chip in a marble?
Chip. I thought it was a boat.
Oh, is it a boat or a dolphin?
Yeah, so there's a little boat that's like cruising on an ocean, and every now and then, like a little school of dolphins like crest the water to like meet the ship, and then they go back under.
Man, that's so cool. I want one.
I'm writing this
What?
down. I'm putting this in my journal.
Goblin market, best market.
Okay, so you guys, so you have to meet by midnight, and at this point it's probably like later afternoon. Is there anything you guys wanted to do to prepare before you go to the meeting?
Sleep the 7 stun I have on me after the steam patch wears off.
Okay.
And then make some preparations. But first the stun.
So we could talk about it now, I think. So we have a location. What part of town is it in?
It's in Tacoma,
Okay.
near the docks.
We're meeting Marcus on the docks in Tacoma, in which case Blue, you're going to potentially pose as the creator of that artifact that we sold him, the bracer and the gun. Do you understand?
I didn't make it, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to tell him that. In fact,
Alright.
You don't have to tell them.
in fact, very specifically, it'd probably be best if you didn't speak at all at first, and you can just whisper nothing to me, and I will speak for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I don't talk.
And sorry, I'm just picturing that for a second. And hopefully we have. I mean, at that point we. Sorry guys, but at that point we jump them and we hit it until it stops being a problem.
I can do that.
I wish the plan was more elegant than just hit it until we win, but we're just gonna have to hit him until he stops trying to hit us back. We need to not kill him.
Can I take a nap?
Yeah, you can take a nap. I'll fill you in later.
His bodyguard is nothing to sneeze at.
His bodyguard is a trained assassin who has apparently impressed a queen at one point in his life. We need to show him respect by not killing him.
Has anyone considered that also Ko is an adept?
Ko is an adept, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine he won't be a pushover either.
Yeah, I'm more worried about his. Oh, sorry, I forgot the voice. I'm more worried about his bodyguard not showing us that respect. He's a rather powerful man.
Yeah, I understand that.
Remember that the woman who Amaranth was working with will help you if you want.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point.
I feel
Maybe
like
we should call in.
Yeah, we should call our guardian angel. Would you
I
like to take
don't-
care of that? Oh, what was that, Blue? Oh, that's right. We don't like her. I forgot about that.
You don't like her.
We don't like her.
She
I think
seemed
this is
pretty
a
nice
diff-
to me.
This is a. I don't know. I don't like her. I was like, this is a different one, but never mind. No, it's that one.
Yeah. It's...
Um,
Wait a minute. You were warned. Who warned you that something was going to happen in the market, Blue?
awful creatures of the astral, elves and spirits. You know, sir. Blue will point to Tortoise.
Yeah, I do remember her, but just faintly.
That's strange.
Actually, out of character, I never saw her, actually.
Yeah, you saw her very briefly. You saw her ask Havelock if it was okay to take some guy's skin.
Oh, yeah.
She's a decorator.
She's just an interior decorator. I don't know why you guys are so scared of her.
That's fine. Hoxton will be like, oh, okay, that's not so bad.
She took the guy's skin. They're decorators.
Oh, that's
But
a little bit
Blue's
more
just Blue's gonna leave it as vague as that.
Nope, wish you would have left it a little bit vaguer. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
he took us a guy's skin. It's not that vague.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess she's not important anymore.
Do we have no way to sneak and do this?
That was the hope, but while in the presence of Marcus, I could tell that his bodyguard was observing me keenly. It actually gave away the location of where I believe he's holding the coin, his chest, his breast pocket. However, he was paying very close attention to our motions. I don't think I could have gotten close enough to snag it.
Should we try to hit them on the way?
Yeah, like a lot. Oh wait, on the way.
What?
Huh? What?
What did you say?
I thought you asked if we should hit them, and I said yes, a lot.
No, should we hit them on the way? Maybe it's when they least expect it. Maybe
Sort of road.
maybe once maybe once they've left their state and are on the way, we call them and accuse them of being treacherous and.
I like the idea of having him directly in front of Blue and enthralled in about to learn this memory, about to have this memory, and we should hopefully be able to catch him off guard. And let me just put it this way: I've had nothing but bad experiences when I try to hit convoys on the road.
Tortoise is actually thrilled by the idea.
Also, this might mean that he needs to produce the coin, which would
They
mean
won't leave it out of their
half
sight.
Well, he needs to produce it in order to capture the memory.
Oh, that's probably true, huh? Is that how
He
these
might
things?
have
Is that how
another
these
one,
things
but-
work? And I hold up the coin of that guy's memory.
That memory is probably extremely valuable. We wanna.
So to be clear, it's not the memory that Amaranth wants. He wants the keeper and the coin, because the coin is essentially the key to the keeper.
Yeah.
And also to be clear about Valerie, that coin isn't specific to that guy's memory. That's her coin. That's how she transfers memories from her internal storage to other people.
So like, this is her only coin?
Yeah, that's her only coin.
Shit! I
Oh my
thought she was
God.
just handing them out like candy.
Yeah.
All right, she'll probably want this back. All right, one
Maybe
problem
we-
at a time. God, how do I get caught in this shit? No, it's fine.
Depending on
Oh, sorry.
how
go ahead.
treacherous we want to be, we could use that coin you have over there
What,
to
give
put some
the
pressure
Johnson?
on. No, to put some pressure on Valerie.
No, we got him. We're fine. What is she gonna do?
No, I mean, use her skills or assets.
It's too risky. I mean, she has connections to every magician in that market. She could send them all crashing down on wherever we tell her to meet us to take out Marcus.
Not all of them were magicians. Many of them were much
Some
worse.
of them were magicians. Oh yeah, there you go.
The good ones were magicians.
Yeah, well,
The
one
dangerous
person made
I
a
don't know
neck
what they were.
disappear.
Yeah, I think she was. Well, I didn't see her, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Actually, Ali, make me a memory test for that lady. You might know her, given your elven nature.
My elvenness?
Your elvenness, yeah.
That's racist.
She's racist, so.
That is true.
Sure.
Whoa, yeah, you hit that threshold. I was looking for a 3. Yeah, you have seen her face before. Alim, you remember her from like news feeds and stuff. She is a former tier prince named Jenna Nefera.
Oh, she's a princess.
No, she's just a prince.
Isn't she a she?
She tier princes that's their title. It's gender neutral.
God damn it.
And now, as you say, as he says that, can you roll me Dunkelzon's will magical artifacts, Hoxton?
I remember how Bo said like a couple of weeks back or so that he was gonna step away from all things magical.
Okay, this is the plot line with all the magic in it. There's another one that's got no magic in it. Huxley, do you remember something very specifically from Big D's will? Big D bequeathed the Book of Leaves to Jenna Nefera.
Hoxton spews that out as if almost reading it from a textbook.
And that's the prince we just.
That's the prince you just saw, yeah.
Okay. You can.
However, the Book of Leaves itself, like what its properties are completely unknown to the general public. Nobody knows why it's really important.
Yeah,
You can probably.
I believe it had something to do with teaching her something about history so that she doesn't repeat it.
We can go into that after the one run what the Books of Leaves actually is, but yeah, essentially it's like teaching her history not to repeat it.
You can keep the memory of saving her probably as a payment for. Good damn it, I'm so bad with names. For our viewers.
Also, Alim, you would know she's a super racist. Like she blatantly like advocates for like pro-elven like states, and like she's like humanist except for the elven equivalent.
Yeah, we know that.
It's right. It's probably why he gave her this book, was because elves were always dicks, and then they always get, pushed away every other age, and that's not important right now. What's important is that we go mug a guy.
Well, we can do that.
Out of character, I'm really interested of what's gonna be revealed, but in character, Tortoise have no idea, no interest in these events.
No interest, zero interest.
Blue, I look over my shoulder. Is Blue passed out, or is she still crafting preparation?
She passed out for a little bit, took a nap, and then woke up to back to crafting.
Oh yeah. Alim has to nap real bad.
Yeah, you go nap. I don't want you coming into this with a, headache.
Yeah. As blood starts to pour from his nose because the steam patch wears off.
Yeah, Tortoise, it's gonna be on you to keep that bodyguard busy.
Right, so.
Anything you can do to attract his attention.
You guys, wait a second. The bodyguard is not the adept one.
Oh no,
Yes.
they're both adepts, I thought.
But you don't know. You know Marcus is an adept. You don't know.
Oh,
You know
okay,
Felitas is awakened.
Gotcha. Oh, that's
Whether
right.
he's
That's
an
right.
awakened adept or if he's an awakened mage, you don't know.
Okay, I will take the Joker then. Okay, let's see what the bodyguard does.
No, yeah, I was thinking. I think you would take the. Well, he's got a. I don't know. I don't know how this magic shit works. Whichever one looks like he's gonna punch harder, you should get hit by.
I actually give a over the shoulder look to Hoxton.
You're the one carrying the shield, all right?
Are you talking about brawling or gunfighting? Okay.
I imagine this is gonna be up close and personal, but if we have a chance to pull out a gun, then
You definitely know that Felitas' favorite weapon is a blade. He was concealing one.
yeah, I expect to get stabbed tonight, but I don't know what Marcus's weapon is. He might even be using an old-timey gun that's now got a nice little bracelet on his wrist, and who knows?
What did that thing do?
Well, this is going to be a gladiatorial battle, I assume. I just hope not.
If the keeper is with them, which I kind of hope he is, but I don't know if that's how they roll. We just need to make sure he doesn't run. Perhaps one of those bolas would work there. And then
If the keeper is not, he's probably going to be back at the state, which means we're going to have to infiltrate it, which probably means we're going to have to take them out for a good time.
I don't think we need to make this more complicated. If our goal is just to chase this guy down at a meet and hit him, let's stick with that, and we'll deal with the problems that come up after.
Perfect. Let's
very well.
rest up and head out.
After 3 hours of napping, how long does Alim have for any preparations?
Yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah, you had like a decent chunk of time. So
Okay.
So, do I get an edge back? Do we at all?
well, the what's it called? The alchemists are sleeping because they need to.
We're just sleeping off drain. We're not resting. And also just say FYI, on the grid, we have a home rule that edge recovers in real time unless the GM decides otherwise. So you don't normally get it despite a 6 hour.
Okay, that's why I tried.
I mean, yeah, the GM might give it back to you or do it for fun things. So,
as things stand, we're just going to keep the current edge we have.
Yeah.
Man, now I'm looking up Dunkwazan's will again. There's all sorts of cool shit in here.
Oh, I love his will for run seeds.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's great.
We gotta poke Opti. He's got a whole list of the ones that have been resolved and how or mentioned again, like updated.
Nice.
I need more paper to take note of all these preparations.
Yep, I do it in OneNote all the time.
So, resist pain.
So we've got 2 targets plus a keeper. Hopefully.
You know the keeper is not awakened though.
Yeah, not awakened, and I mean, they were wearing some sort of like ceremonial garb, right? They weren't like suited up.
Yeah, he was wearing the same thing that Valerie was wearing.
Right. Oh, Valerie's not the keeper, is she?
No, you saw 2, like Valerie. I'll just tell you guys that you can. I'm going to assume Hoxton can kind of like figure this out. Valerie is a keeper, but she's not like a zombie keeper the way Marcus's is.
Okay.
So she's probably figured out some kind of deal where she got her freedom.
Okay, cool. So you can have that memory set aside, or that space set aside without it just nullifying your brain.
Yeah, you can. It's just on top of that, they make them really docile, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, sure. That way they don't get any ideas for what to do with all these awesome memories they have in their head.
Exactly.
Not to push us too much, but we do need to keep it moving or Hoxton's going to miss his next run.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep that in mind. We that half-an-hour break, and I didn't expect you guys to spend so long in the market. So you guys are done with all your preparations. Are we ready to go on the meet?
Doing a couple of rolls, but are no big. So I'll do a couple rolls more and beat ready.
We have an hour and 40 minutes, just to put it into perspective. But Hoxton is ready to go. Set his pistols.
You can begin describing or whatever you want if you want while I type. Basically, it's all I have to do.
Oh, I just want to make sure that the plan is the plan. You're just going to meet and essentially, like, hit him at the meet.
Yeah, it's not going to be elegant from here on out. We are going to say hi
Cool.
and then punch him until he stops talking.
Alrighty then, cool.
It's always work. Why do you laugh?
We'll make it elegant, Tortoise. You and I got this, right? We'll do some
Alright.
interpretive dance while we punch people.
Of course.
I've been to this street before.
Yeah, it seems to pop up a lot, doesn't it? It's just a very convenient, nondescript street that I had in my map library. So, yeah, you guys get a location in Tacoma. There's a storefront. Obviously, that's the store with the people inside. You guys are supposed to meet at around midnight. So, you guys tell me how you want to do things.
Drive up, park right outside if applicable.
Yeah, the streets are pretty empty, so.
I'll leave my bow in the car and just take my knives in their pockets and their sheaths.
So the knives don't have gear access, it's the stim patches?
Yeah, the knives are just in sheaths. My coat. It's the gear access on my armor for the stim patches. I use a lot of stim patches, man.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are all decked out, ready to go. You guys are ready
We'll
to
ask
enter?
for a last steam patch.
I'm not like wearing my mask or anything, just to be clear. I'm not gonna walk in.
Yeah, I figured that you guys were gonna just. We are
I
here
just
to
want to make
rob
sure.
you.
Yeah, I want to make sure.
Can I
Plus,
borrow
these
one
guys already
steam
know your
patch?
faces, so it's pretty.
Yeah.
Just got my sleeping tire and my long coat on.
There is 2 doors as an entrance, yes?
Yep, there are 2 entrances.
Okay.
So it's up to you where you want to enter. That one's locked. That one's not. The one that Tortoise is in front of is locked. The one that Hoxton is going towards is not locked.
Okay. Yeah, assume that everybody either took drugs as they went in the car if they wanted to, or said their prayers, and yeah, get out.
Oh yeah, I should also. Oh man.
Oh, Hoxton, can you roll me 2d6 for your God connection?
The fuck is that?
Sorry, your contact God just isn't available right now.
Okay. Had me nervous for a second. Take off my necklace and throw it as far as I can.
God is watching you.
Yeah, you dunked it in salt water. I'm also
yeah.
I still have your necklace on my sheet. I'm gonna take that off.
Okay, so
Does anyone-
if you guys enter the building,
Wait a
you'll
second.
notice a. Oh, okay.
I did a crab. I'm
that's
out of
fine.
crab.
That's fine. If you want to just like take drugs, I assume you already did that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll up your addiction, but let's go ahead and continue with the thematics.
Oh shit. I forgot about addiction.
Anyway, so you guys can see like the what's it called? You guys, as you enter, you see a pair of like large-looking men that probably are probably about the size of Blue. They are very vigilant. They are very quiet. They just kind of look at you guys as you enter. Their eyes barely even follow you, but they do look like a pair of hulking monsters. Their skin looks like it's kind of made out of bark almost. They look like a pair of tree men, essentially.
Ain't that nice?
Physically armed,
No.
other than the tree trunk arms.
Other than they obviously could probably deck you. Like one punch could probably knock you out.
Yeah, just give him a nod, and then, gentlemen.
They don't say anything. But over here, so the mailed fist is Marcus. The little guard figure is his bodyguard, and the bag is the keeper.
Cool.
So Marcus is sitting there. You can tell that he's nervous already, and Felithus is standing there. You can tell that he's on edge too, like very visibly on edge. He's not even bothering to hide the fact that his hand is obviously hovering over, like where his blade is concealed.
Oh, wait, I put myself on the other side.
You joined their team.
Yeah. I would like to ascend all these creatures thingies.
Okay. I don't know how that works. They're not metahumans.
Well, with one hit, I get fuck all. Probably I get that they're magic of some sort.
Actually, they're not awakened. They're magical. They're not awakened.
Get the table.
Is that icon is a person or an item?
The what?
That bag icon.
The bag is the keeper.
Okay.
I only have a limited number of icons.
I actually really like these icons. I'm going to talk to you later about them.
Sure.
So Hoxton will walk up to Marcus again with his hand extended, but he'll stop, about a meter out, so as to not get his hand chopped off by the bodyguard.
Yeah. Marcus is looking very, very nervous, and he kind of just looks at all of you, and he will kind of like look to Felithus, his bodyguard, and just say he won't even like kind of address like the meeting. He'll just kind of look towards Tortoise, Alim, and Blue, and say, "So wait, which one of you is it?"
Blue will walk forward, but not say anything, just staying silent.
Yeah, Hoxton just gives like a smirk, as if, she was at the market the whole time, but it's too risky for us to have talk about it there.
Marcus is looking very, very nervous as he kind of like nods to Felithus and says, just give her the coin. And Felithus will withdraw a small kind of, looks like maybe a Roman denarius or like some kind of like drachma, as he passes it over to Blue, and Marcus says, just get it in there.
Somewhere private. This is an important memory, and distractions could sully its nature.
He kind of like, he's obviously very nervous about what's going on here. He says, well, I don't know how private you want. I mean, there's like this is like the storefront. There's actually no other rooms around here. So he'll say like, we can like turn around if you want.
What about the door marked private, sir? Would you care to open that and allow us a moment?
He'll kind of acquiesce. Make a.
Yeah, I want to separate. I want somebody to walk to that door to get us a few more feet away from everybody.
Blue just wants to take the coin carefully.
He will look very nervously and say, "Okay, fine. Go. You can go back there if you really have to."
Okay. If he doesn't make a motion to like go unlock the door or anything, then yeah, I think it's just go time.
No, yeah, it's you assume that it's already unlocked or something to that extent.
It was a Hail Mary. Blue did a thing though, so I think we're good to go.
Yeah, currently, Blue, you have the coin in your hand, if that's what's going on.
Yeah, so she's gonna very carefully take the coin and then very slowly take her other hand and put it into her pocket and just pull out like a clenched fist where she's got a bone concealed in it, and then act like she's looking at the coin intensely before.
Roll me palming.
Can you default palming?
I believe you can.
Interestingly enough, no. That was what came up on a run earlier, where I tried to palm a camera.
So Blue reaches in, puts the coin away, and then takes out the bone and like a.
She slams the coin in her right hand. She's pulling out a bone in her left.
Oh, okay, cool. I get what you mean. I thought you were trying to replace the bone
No. Blue has no ability to be sneaky. Not even close.
Okay, cool. Yes, you bring the bone out, and Marcus looks like a little bit perturbed about like why you need to take a bone out, but he's like obviously waiting there very anxiously. You can kind of like see him turn to the keeper to like look like to get confirmation of what's going on, and then I assume you guys
That's
just
the
like
moment. He finally looks away.
okay. I'm gonna roll these guys as surprise.
So I need to figure this out.
It's been a pleasure, guys. I hope they sing legends about us.
Hope so.
Oh.
Worst goes
Yeah,
to
well-
worst. Worst comes to worst, I'm knocking over this cash register and we're running.
Just grab whatever's in it.
We also have to roll.
Hoxton, it doesn't work that way. It's all virtual anymore. The thing's not real.
We also have to roll.
What are you talking about? I'm just gonna steal the terminal. That's worth some money.
Shit, what's the name? Surprise test, right? Ourselves.
No, I don't. I think the
Really?
surprise, technically, like the rules do say that's the way ambushes work, but I don't. Somebody can reprimand me for this if they want to, but if you are initiating the ambush, I think it's stupid that you have to roll a surprise test, because how are you surprised?
You don't have to if it's an open terrain, and arguably we're in open terrain. So
Yeah,
Okay,
it'd
cool.
only be as if we were laying in surprise over like a line of sight block, and then we'd be surprised that they fell into our trap, kind of thing. That's where it's supposed to happen.
Okay.
To see
It
who
makes no
surprises
sense
who.
to me,
Oh,
but
no,
I'm glad
our
that
trap
that's not how it
worked.
works.
Who
Yeah.
could have, predicted that? Did I get this right? Improved reflexes gives you +1 per hit and 1 extra dice per 2 hits.
yes.
Yeah, so
Okay,
your
this is-
modifier goes up 1 per hit, and for every
Ooh,
2
Marcus
you add
is
an
so
extra dice.
surprised.
I got 6 hits earlier, so holy shit,
Yeah,
fuck.
so that's a +6 and +3
Well, what
dice.
force did you craft it at?
At force 2, but I used reagents.
Oh.
And I'm sustaining it with my focus concentration. And I got all the required hits for drain. I am at 1 drain right now.
AK, may I ask something?
Yeah.
Why did you use it on yourself?
The Lishi are not surprised, so this is going to be a fun little fight.
Well, that's a good question. Because I didn't think of using it on other people. That's mostly why.
Well, you gotta grab that guy.
The fun transition into a support character.
Upside
I-
is only force 2, so it's easy to counterspell and knock it off of him.
Yeah, that's true.
I
too.
did play Rufy as quite supportive. Like, ask Bo. I give him like shit ton of charisma.
Oh yeah, I missed that. Improved charisma. Huxton, you want to put your initiative in there
I
for me?
do. I'm debating about blitzing or not. I think I'm
Oh,
gonna.
okay, cool.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Blade.
Normally
them
I
some-
would, but I'm dealing with the fact that I'm not only running once tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Fair point. I'll blitz if I can.
Yeah, you can totally blitz.
I'm gonna keep my 1 edge, just in case.
Did you roll those additional d6s to your regular roll, Blue?
Yeah, I just added 3 more dice.
It's like you're shortchanging yourself there. It's usually 5.
No. I already have 2 to begin with for lightning reflexes.
Okay, Blue, you are first.
Could you tell us who got surprised?
Yes, Marcus is surprised. The 2 ugly-looking tree men are not. Philethus isn't, and the keeper is not rolling because it doesn't.
Okay.
Alright. Is there really this much space between Hoxton and his booth, or could I get around him?
Yeah, you can get around him.
Okay. I am going to use a simple action to trigger my prep. I am going to use another simple action to draw my dagger, and then I'm just gonna run and get in that guy's face.
Which one? The guard
Uh,
or Marcus?
The keeper, who, yeah, between Marcus and that dude.
Okay, cool.
I just want to move up to there and get in melee range with them. Let's see.
Anything else for your second simple?
I drew my dagger.
Oh, right, yeah, and then you activate it. Okay, cool. All right,
It's
so-
gonna be all mine. Oh, that was crappy. Oh, well.
Edge it or...
can't edge preparations.
Oh, that's right. That's why they're. Yeah, so you get in melee, which he is like, cool. You brought the brought the dinner to me, as he is going to draw his blade from his side, and that is all that he can do because melee attacks are complex actions.
That was it. That was the moment Bo realized how melee attacks works. We were all present for that.
His words sounded their simple. He's going to activate his weapon focus, which is his blade.
Like on a runabout memories, I'm glad we were there as Bo's voice. We could hear that realization happen.
Tortoise, your turn.
Okay, I will also run past by. Yeah. I would like to subdue this guy and grapple him.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
What else I can do?
Oh, it's beautiful. Marcus is surprised, right?
He is. He doesn't get a defense test.
Just gotta beat his physical limit, buddy.
Just a second, I gotta oh yeah, okay. Oh, come on.
Oh, you're hugging him. So nice.
Alright, so add your strength +4 and let the GM know what that is.
No, this is not. I'm not edging.
No, that's fine. He doesn't get a defense test. He's surprised.
Threshold is low, but it still works, I believe.
It's what's your strength +4? Or your yeah.
Strength
Okay.
+4. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No,
Somebody
there's no
you have
way.
to beat their physical limit.
So, Tortoise, your strength is decent, I'm pretty sure. Is it at least 4?
It is 8.
Okay, yes, you are fine. You have grappled
Yeah.
Marcus.
Then 8 +4 would be 12, and you win the.
How are they going so fast?
What do you mean?
Maybe I didn't add myself to the initiative tracker. That's why.
You didn't add yourself to the initiative order, which is the why.
I was like, wow, how is that many people going before 30? Okay.
Okay, how about you go now? What did you want to do?
First of all, I'm going to not be the closest to those 3 people. And then I'm going to summon a guardian spirit.
Oh, those are fun. I like those.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, so I summon a guardian aspirin apparently.
Okay.
Oh god, I cannot tell for help.
3 net hits.
Great.
So 2 drain for me.
Roll 1 extra dice due to
You didn't need it.
and I should roll his initiative too. Okay, just check. I forgot. I'm very bad at this.
Oh, Guardian Spirits.
12,
it's a
13
+6.
plus 2 to 6. So
I know Guardian Spirit initiative off the top of my head because that was the initiative for all those inhabited guys.
how nice of you. And yeah, that's my complex. Alright. That's it for me then.
And I have 7 edge.
Oh god, that's a big one. Oh, that's a friendly one?
That's your Guardian Spirit. Just appeared in the astral.
Okay. It looks like a dervish with a small rope. That's not how you call them in English. I have to search this.
Yeah, I always forget how this works. When somebody
Backward.
enters into the initiative, do they just go immediately if they're like on that turn?
However many passes have been out of their initiative, right? So they roll, and in this case, they take 10 away. I think.
Well, we haven't finished an initiative pass yet.
No, but he's also on the astral and hasn't been given orders, so not going to do anything anyway.
Normally, when you enter initiative late, you just subtract however many passes have gone by an initiative score from their initiative roll. But yeah, in the case of a spirit, I believe it takes the pass to be actually summoned, and then he has to actually have orders before he'll do anything.
Cool.
Looks like a dervish with a buckler and a scimitar on the other hand.
Run over. One's going to grab Hoxton. The other is going to go for.
Can I petition that with 7 edge? I probably go before them.
Oh yeah, I totally didn't see that. You can do. Yep. Nope, these are very powerful tree men. I give them 8 edge.
8 edge
fuck
each.
you.
Oh shit, they're dragons. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Essentially, in order to prevent them from charging and killing me, I want to spend a free action because it's on gear access on the inside of my jacket, and pull a grenade.
Yep.
Spend a free action to make sure I grab my pistol as well in my other hand, and I'm going to hold up the grenade so that everybody can see the little red band around it, and say something really heroic that'll just win, really, is what's going to come out of my mouth.
Don't say something that wins.
In the tiny shop.
You know me. You know how this is going to go. Yeah.
And Hoxton was the one giving crap to Rufy about grenades.
You're fine. I'm going to point it in their direction with the gun also pointed in their direction. The big brutes, the big Christmas trees, and say, no sudden movements.
Okay, this might make you a little bit sad. I don't know if they know what a grenade is.
Oh, that's totally fine. Hoxton doesn't know what the hell a Christmas tree is. So.
That's fine. I'm going to roll their logic intuition, which isn't stellar, to see if they can recognize what this is.
For goons, you add their professional rating to that.
Sure.
Yeah, and just for clarification, Hoxton is holding a high explosive grenade currently in his
Yeah,
hand.
they definitely don't know what the difference between a high explosive grenade and a regular grenade is.
Yep, A-okay with that. was just another Hail Mary here to start things off.
Okay, they definitely know that what you're holding in your hand is probably dangerous. They definitely don't know what a grenade is, but they know what you're trying to emote, and they're going to see if they care.
Okay, cool.
Roll for carrying.
Roll for care.
0 hits. Okay, so one of them is going to rush over to you and try and subdue you. And the other is going to rush over to Alim and punch his lights out.
Is it going to run through the spirit? Is it nature?
The spirit that is astrally in the astral? These creatures are not dual-natured.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Probably a good time to go into full defense.
Maybe. We'll resolve the subduing combat first. So you can charge to subdue, right?
I assume so.
No,
So-
probably.
The charging is usually just your combat attack, so
That's what I mean. So I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah,
but
it's
there's
still
also
be-
low rolls I don't know.
Still being unarmed. That seems fair.
Yeah. So unarmed plus. So that
the charging
think you-
basically
but-
is putting your weight behind the attack, so
But you have to also make your max running movement too.
no,
You have to walk.
charge negates it. Charge negates the running, and
Yeah,
then
that's the whole point of charge.
yeah.
So Hoxton,
But yeah,
can
you
roll
do
me,
have to be able to move into running speed. But I think this
Yeah.
is supposed to be bigger than it really is.
Yeah, this is a larger shop than the scale would.
Or we are very tiny.
Yeah.
Okay, so for subduing, I believe, is that graze or do you?
I actually have it up right now. Let me double check. I feel like you need a net hit in order to actually.
I think that's
maybe
right. Yeah.
graze.
Well, it might just be your physical.
It just assumes, I think, that you have. Oh, okay, no. If the attacker successfully hits, so I don't
Okay.
believe a graze would count.
Nope. So yeah, he barrels towards you, Hoxton, and you manage just to scrape to the side. The other one's going to just punch Lem.
That's not nice.
Hopefully that glasses break away and you can just, go straight through the wall
There we go.
instead of chunky salsa yourself against the wall.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Waiting for the attack.
Oh, it's already up there. 6 hits.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Do you do that?
not showing up for us. That must be
no.
20s.
Okay,
Probably
sorry.
pop up in a minute.
6 hits. I need you to roll me defense.
I suppose we'll trust the
No.
GM.
I will take a screenshot if you need me to.
No,
Nope,
very
there
close.
Okay,
Ow.
so 2 net hits.
So how much damage is that?
That is. So that'd be 2. So that's 13 physical. No armor piercing.
Holy shit! Fuck.
These guys are really strong.
I'm never quite sure about this. Does the damage have to go over the
Your armor rating?
or
Yes.
the armor plus body?
No, armor alone.
Okay, so this is physical.
What's your armor?
12.
Oh, well, there you
Armor
go.
jacket. Okay, I'm gonna use an edge. My edge, that is. So that's 9 more.
What was the damage code? I missed it.
13p.
13.
Oof.
So 7, that's 6. Ow.
Okay, so you watch as one of them gives a nice, good punch into Alem's face. Everybody subtract 10.
I use track 22 too. Leister.
I don't see the initiative score of the guy that I'm grappling.
Oh yeah, Marcus isn't up there. He might have rolled less than 10 to begin with.
Yeah, he was surprised and then subdued. I didn't bother to throw his initiative up there. He's also not a physical adept. He's an artisanal adept.
I realized
I
that
was
after.
curious.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
I was like, this guy's a really good artist. It makes sense that he's an artistic adept, but you never know if they dabble in killing people.
He makes swords. It was reasonable to assume he might stab people with them.
Okay. Alright. The spirit doesn't have a command yet.
No, it does not.
Blue.
I am going to attack the guy in front of me, and I will use my free action to preemptively dodge. Or it's not dodge.
Parry?
Parry.
That's what I thought. I mean, or just give up your weapon skill. That's fine too.
Blade stuff.
Blade stuff. Alright, he's gonna roll his dodge.
It's
Nice. Okay. He just manages to get out of the way. Unless you want to edge that. Sounds good. Alim.
Do I need to take yeah. So my initiative should be 8 at the moment.
Okay, Mr. Guard will go first. Mr. Guard is going to swipe at Blue. He rolled really well. You gonna keep that?
Let me double check my defense here.
Is that right with your parry?
Yeah, I only have 6 drinks in it. 6 and 7, 13. Right? I math right? I math right.
Yeah, 6 and 7, 13.
I'll do edge that. I'll do the edge thing there.
So roll 7 more. Nice.
Do you have a physical limit for that?
I do. My physical. Oh, that was a good question to ask beforehand. Yes, my physical limit's actually only 7.
I don't mind. You would have known that. So if you
yeah,
want
if you
to,
don't mind, I'll keep the edge and just take that shot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So that's yeah.
I even said that to myself before I rolled it. I'm like, I need to look at my physical limit for this.
Okay. So that is. Let me see. So that's 3 net hits. So 10 10p armor piercing -2.
Alright, my soak made up for it a little bit. Take 2.
Yeah, you're fine. He takes the blade and like racks it against your armor, and he knows he got like a good stab in, but it didn't pierce your armor and like maybe bruised your insides a little tiny
it
bit.
Hurts. It hurts.
Alim.
Alim will scream, "Assist me!" to his spirit.
Okay, that's one simple.
Yes. I'm thinking of Pathfinder now. Can I roll knowledge nature on these things?
You can roll knowledge spirits. Actually, no, they're not even spirits. You can roll knowledge Sealy Court.
Magical traditions.
No, you won't find any of that in this kind of stuff. Magical threats might work if you have that.
I have security. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
All right. That case, I'm gonna dive out the window.
Didn't see that coming.
We're enough, like.
I would love if that glass is plastic or something.
Has wire through it. Let him do.
We're
Okay. Roll me an unarmed attack against the window.
We're on a floor level, right?
Yeah, you're not jumping out like you're not gonna hit the ground. You still need to break the window successfully.
Okay. Triggering a thing is, well, if it's touch, I only have to touch it, and to touch it, I have to produce it with a symbol.
Yes.
Okay. What kind of action would be to roll through the window?
I'm letting you be a simple.
Okay, so I don't have enough stuff for stuff.
No. What's your strength?
2. I bounce back.
You have to do physical damage to break a barrier.
Yeah, so you like ram into the window and it like shakes a little bit, but doesn't even crack.
If we all die, at least I'll die happy now.
Tortoise.
I will try to inflict stun damage, and as I do, I want to enjoy your art. Clenches a bit more, but you didn't give me any other choice. And clenches a bit more.
Okay, so that's what's you said your strength was 9?
No, 8.
8. Okay. Mr. Ko has a body and armor of. Jump between these stat blocks. Okay, cool. So. Okay, so he takes 5 stun as you're squeezing him. He's not unconscious yet, obviously, but he's like, no, I just wanted the memories. Mr. Hoxton, you go before them.
Okay. Man, how did I get paired with the Christmas tree?
You're not the only one.
I'm gonna say Tortoise trade, and then I'm gonna try to. Oh no! I'm gonna shoot this guy. Let me.
Wait, I have a gun.
Yeah. No, sorry. I meant specifically. I'm gonna specifically shoot him in the shin. I have a called shot for that.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So I'm just closing windows while I look for my note.
You said window, and I'm laughing.
Yeah, not that one. I
Let's
believe it's
close the
-4.
windows.
I'll just keep this going here, and then I'll look it up while we see if it even hits.
Okay.
I've seen this guy. This guy attacked me once already, right?
He did, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, he tried to subdue you. He tried to give you a big tree hug.
So much hugging today.
Yeah, we are full of love.
Yeah, except for me.
Nice. Let me see here. Seven net hits.
Okay. Very quickly pulling up Shin. It is running gun, isn't it? Or is it run faster? I always get the...
It should be
Running
running gun
gun.
for the call shots.
Wouldn't my spirit would have hold a
No, they
action?
don't
It's
hold
114.
That's a misconception. Spirits don't
Yeah.
hold actions. They would spend their action asking you for orders. That's very important
Okay.
to remember.
Modifier -6. Okay, you found it.
So yeah, so the effects. So make a strength plus agility test, and the threshold.
Is your net hits?
It is my net hits +3. Or excuse me, no, sorry, the DV +3.
Okay.
So with 7 net hits, which I can keep all of those, that makes the threshold a 15.
I think you don't add the.
Oh wait, you know what? No, on location, you
It's
don't
okay,
add.
man.
Yeah, you don't add net hits to damage. That's right. So it would be not 12. The threshold would be 12.
Okay, he literally needs to roll all hits. So tell me what happens when that doesn't happen.
Yeah, so he'll be knocked down. Yeah, make that test or fall prone. In addition, I can buy a hit for him to be slowed, so his movement rate is halved, and no sprint tests are allowed. He is also winded. He is unable to make complex actions for a number of combat turns equal to the original DV of the attack.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you knock out his tree shin. He falls onto the ground, just kind of like flailing dumbly, trying to like do something to be helpful, but he's essentially neutralized because he's an unarmed combat guy.
Yeah, that's 9 combat turns of unable to do a thing, because he's just holding his shin going, ow!
I'd like to think he's a little more dignified than that, but that's okay.
That's fair. And then, yeah, just to clarify, Hoxton's free action before that. Oh, no, it's a free action to clear that shit. Never mind. I stand there quietly.
The big dumb brute is going to hit Alim again.
No, it's not,
Why is it not?
because that's the root.
Oh, well, that's not that's not a reason at all.
You almost had him.
Yeah, I was. Oh god.
Ooh, shitty roll. Yeah, so you had bounced up against the window, and in this thing's dumb mind, it thought you had gone out of it, so it like raises its hand and like runs its fist towards the window. You just duck and hear a shattering of glass as it successfully breaks the window.
Mhm.
All right, subtract 10.
It's helping you. You're loud.
Spirit should materialize at 8, I believe. Because he should have taken 10 out of his initiative too.
I've been taking care of your spirit. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I'm very out of it today.
Okay, so the spirit materializes blue.
That's a good time.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. physically, like, seriously hurt this guy, but that's all I got here.
It's A-okay once they brought Christmas trees to the party.
Alright. Hoxton says I can.
Lobs off his head.
I'll stick with it. Turn on my focus to be easier.
Oh god, I'm gonna
Thank
edge that.
God. Oh, damn.
Any grazing effects?
I do. Shatter will go off.
Ah, crap.
So 14. Resisted with his body.
Oh, that's not that great.
Normally I do death touch, but I figured these guys might have willpower.
Oh god, almost a critical glitch there. So what's that? 6 feet?
It's physical.
All right, yeah. So you slam him, and even though the blade doesn't actually like pierce his armor, you hear him like wheeze in pain.
Red magic just soaks into him. I imagine these red tendrils that come out of the blade. And just
You
start
can't
to,
counterspell the chemical foci, can you? Or not chemical preparations.
Usually you could.
No, you can't.
You can't? Not even if it's a resist roll?
Nope. All the chemical preparations, critter powers, and that and something else you can't resist. So he's in pain. Everybody roll initiative.
I still have one goal to go.
Do you?
Yeah, you do. You had 30. We've gone through 2 passes and you full of defense, didn't you?
Yeah. And you had some of your
30,
initiatives
20,
subtracted.
18. Yes, you're right. Right.
Why do I blitz? This game hates me.
Okay, so it was 13, now it's 11.
Let's see. Makes the game more fun.
I really like the imagery of I'm just gonna walk around and try to kneecap every person in this room. No, that was a really lucky goal, John. And I did pre-edge that. I didn't say it out loud, but I spent the edge.
These are the kinds of things you should let the GM know, Hoxton.
Well, I did, just, afterwards. You couldn't do anything about it.
We're going to say that Marcus, for the purposes of this fight, is just more or less taken out. He's not going to fight you guys.
I keep forgetting I have to do this.
Sick.
Blue, you again.
Okay. I will take a simple action. Scan to pocket that coin. And I am going to use that simple action to turn on my weapon foci.
All right. Hoxton.
I really want to ask, because this is an inside joke, because we were just talking about whether or not grenades deal damage when they hit somebody. Like, I just want to throw this at somebody. I don't want to actually use it as a grenade, but I'm not going to do that. It would just be funny because of the conversation we were just having.
You can go ahead and try if you want.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I guess I'm going to drop the grenade.
To be clear, did you arm it?
No, it's not armed.
You always run with your grenades on motion sensor.
We've been through this. I specifically made you write down the word smoke.
Smoke. Grenade. Alright. All right, noted. I'm writing down another note.
That's fine.
What
that's
mode
fine.
are these on?
The high explosives are probably on timer. I'd say that's fair.
All right.
I will let you write that down.
Okay, so you drop your grenade.
But it's not on a timer. Just to be clear, I have not pulled the pin. I am just releasing an object held in my hand as a free action, and then I am going to jump into melee with blue and try to punch guy.
Okay, go for it.
He's going this way.
This poor dude.
I'm ambidextrous, so I guess I can punch with an offhand, right? Friends in melee is 1 extra, is that right?
Yeah. Just the one.
Could have used the grenade as a,
Improvise.
as a rock.
Punch with the grenade.
Explosive idea.
As long as you don't critically glitch, nothing should go bad.
Of course.
Oh, he just manages to dodge. He's rolling pretty well on his dodge test
done.
today.
Yeah, no, nothing comes out of that. I'll just position myself around to hopefully give blue a better shot.
Cool. 11.
And my spirit also goes up 20.
Okay, you have more edge.
That's fair enough. I will. I will. Oh god, what was that? That was my voice. I will produce. I will put my pocket in my hand in my pocket and rifle from my resist pain preparation. So simple. That's 10-6. No, that's 5, not 6. Can't type anymore. So
I can metagame a bit and throw this out there to you. That it's going to take like X number of combat turns for that to be useful.
that is true. I forgot about that. Well,
That's how permanent spells work. That's not saying you shouldn't do it, but
that's why I wanted it as a regular spell. Nah, it doesn't matter. And as I guess is another simple. I'm gonna recklessly cast. Let's do agony. Why not? I'm sure that cannot end up poorly at all.
Who are you agonizing?
Let's do the tree that's trying to hit me.
Okay, sounds good.
So that's force 5. Why not? This is a manipulation, right? Yes. No. It's illusion.
Yeah, it's illusion.
And I have to take you away. I'm so dumb. He has to resist, and I just checked this, and I already forgot. It's a mana
Logic
illusion,
intuition,
so
right? Or
no.
logic well.
Logic willpower. Is it mana?
I'll have 4 dice.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, he didn't resist anything.
Okay, so if I don't understand, if I understand this correctly, he gets the equivalent of 4 boxes on both stun and
Physical, yeah.
physical, and whatever things go with it. And I have to resist drain.
Your spirit is going to turn towards him and blast him with a gout of fire because he sees a tree that's attacking his master. So you said 6?
It's for 6, yes.
It's for 6. Guardian spirits have a +2 to their agility, I'm pretty sure.
Let me check real quick. Let's have this open. Agility +2, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And so his skill would be 6, so
That's
14.
Yeah. Do you want to roll up?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, it's not you, buddy. It's roll 20. If you just saw the red message,
Okay.
you're
Ooh,
coming in
you
loud and clear.
spirit rolled poorly, Alim. Would you like to edge his poor roll?
I would like to. I don't have the edge to.
Okay, well, he doesn't have a great dodge pool, so we'll see what happens.
He also is at -2 right now. Or does that not apply to dodging?
No, it usually applies to dodging, but you don't know what kind of powers he has necessarily. He might be able to ignore the condition modifiers, that kind of stuff.
So that's 14p minus 6 AP. Right?
Yep. So he will roll his body to absorb it. Wow. He's doing great. So what, 14p minus 6 AP?
Wait, you rolled 1 success, so it's 13.
So
I was confusing with the... I confused the dodge roll with the...
13? Okay, so he still takes 11p, he's down. Along with the agony, he's gone. So the blast of flame engulfs his body as he falls to the ground. And he's also on fire now, so...
Burning Christmas tree.
The Guardian is going, or the Felithus is going to quickly go up to his comm and do something, and that'll be his turn. Tortoise.
I really want to fling this card to that guy.
Do you have the throw person martial art?
No.
Do you have the
I
edge
wish.
point to spend to do throw person?
I wish. I will just knock this guy out. I'm
You
squeezing
gonna apply
harder.
stun damage again? Okay.
Yeah. This is what happens when you want to get the chip. Or whatever it is.
So he took... He's unconscious. This guy doesn't have a great physical body. So Marcus passes out in your arms.
Mm-hmm.
The tree is gonna go now. One of them is on fire. The other is on in the ground, crying over its knee. They can't do anything. Everybody's track 10.
Make me feel bad for shooting him in the shin now. Is he giving me
Nah.
like puppy dog eyes?
No, he's just making these like deep wails of pain, like burrum, burrum.
Jesus, does he even look human? I think I missed the description of these guys.
Oh no, he doesn't look even a little bit human. He looks like a tree man, essentially.
Oh, okay, God, I was just calling them Christmas trees. I didn't realize they really looked like that.
No, they really do look like Christmas trees.
Did I even find it, Shin?
Yeah, you were close enough. These are leashies. Blue.
Blue's going to use a free action to tell Hoxton to tell him to drop the blade. That's a martial art. Yeah, I'm gonna try stabbing. That's not productive. Oh well.
Stabbing's good. Somebody's gotta stab this guy.
I wanted you to threaten him so he'll stop attacking me as I then stab him.
Oh no, I like that. I like that plan. That's probably gonna happen.
Blue, did you add one for friends of melee?
I didn't.
Well, if it matters, it's a big deal to you. You can roll an extra dice.
I don't really consider Hawks a friend.
Oh,
He's just kind of an acquaintance.
Truth comes out.
Jeanette hits.
Be 9p minus 3.
Okay, he's down.
As Hoxton begins to speak up. Oh, okay. No, that works
Oh
too.
wait, no, sorry, no, he's not down because that would be stun instead of physical. So you hit him hard, and I have bad math. With the armor piercing, it would be physical. So so Blue sends a DNI that's like, tell him to drop the blade, and then she stabs him, and he falls unconscious, bleeding out, and
Right.
Oh. Yeah, not even DNI. I say it out loud.
Yeah, she just literally spoke to me and said, "Tell him to stop the blade," and then jabbed a knife into his neck.
Okay, he's bleeding out in front of you, Hoxton.
Drop
Can
the
you-
knife! Drop the... No, it's a waste. And I'll step
Can you
over.
fix this? Can you fix this?
Yeah.
I don't have a patch.
Yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna tell Tortoise to secure the keeper as I drop to my knees, and
Righto.
apply a bandage to this man's mortal wound, a trauma patch rather.
What are we to do with the still
Knock it out,
crying in pain?
please. Not with fire.
Okay. I will look at the dervish and please.
Yeah, so you will. I'll let you do all that just fine. You managed to knock out the other one, and now you
Yeah.
just have a bunch of unconscious corpses. I need everyone to make a perception test for me.
Unconscious corpses. Why? did you say
Unconscious bodies.
that? Okay. Okay, I'm taking you guys with me.
Sorry, the perception tests are really not necessary because these people are not trying to be hidden. You guys hear the sound of a hunting horn, and like your eyes dart out to the night sky, and you can see a group of what looks like hounds and a man with large curling antlers kind of incoming towards your location. It's a little ways off, but it's getting close.
Yeah, do we have a chance to scoop up the keeper and get back to my car that I parked out front?
Yep, you would. Just barely.
I will use the spirit movement power, which I think it's
There you
the
go.
second service out of 6.
Okay. Yeah, you zoom. You guys zoom into your car with the keeper and the coin in hand, just as the wild hunt comes down to secure one of the important members of the Sealy Court. They're
Yeah.
not too concerned about you.
Can I roll something here? Do I feel, can you tell me, like, I feel like maybe I should put Valerie's coin on the countertop as we leave.
Roll me an etiquette test, sure.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm looking for.
That's either a great idea or an awful idea. Decide.
Yeah, 2 hits.
I mean, either like you're not certain if the coin would get back to her if you leave it here, and you don't know how easily identifiable the coins are with each other. Like if you leave Valerie's coin there, you don't know if they'll look at it and be like, "Who the fuck's this?"
Yeah, I'll hang on to it to be safe. I have that thought, but then I push it out and just crash through the door and hold it open for Tortoise.
Okay, yeah, you guys managed to get everybody into the back as some hounds and a hunter descend upon the location to secure the courtier, and you guys rush away.
Jesus
Run.
Christ.
Huh. That is an interesting set of people.
Is everybody alive? Is everybody alive?
Yeah.
A few dogs will trail you in the night sky just to make sure that you guys do in fact run off and don't turn back.
Yeah, no implications that we're circling around. We're just going.
I figured. Are you guys gonna reach out to Amaranth?
Yeah, check comlink for
Yeah.
foreign marks and then reach out.
Yeah, there are no foreign marks there. And Amaranth will pick up and he'll ask. I heard about what happened at the market. Is everything okay? Did you secure the package?
Yeah, that wasn't us actually. We actually helped. Well, for a minute. Yes, we have the package as well as the key. We'd like to put it in your possession as soon as possible.
Yeah, he'll make arrangements to quickly, just so that we can do some expediency sake here, guys. Amaranth will meet with you. You'll exchange the coin. 20,000 nuyen will be given to you guys collectively, and you are given a second ring.
That's a pretty valuable piece of information. that you had as obtained. I hope that you're going to put it to good use.
He says you'd have no clue the kind of edge you've just given us against them.
What's that mean?
Yeah.
I think to myself, does that imply they are? They're the other guys, right? The rebel.
The
Yeah,
unsealing?
silly.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Not necessarily.
Okay. Hoxton's a consummate professional, though, and he will nod and he'll say, "I appreciate the work. I hope that you keep us in mind in the future."
He says, I will. I worked with Louis a number of times now and only had good results. I thank you, and then he'll go off.
Yeah.
I would still like to hear about the maker of these rings.
I don't know that. Oh, the rings. Thought you wanted to know about the gun.
He'll tell you that the rings are actually stolen. The reason he found out about this entire meeting and everything, the only reason he had all this information was because his organization managed to apprehend a Sealy operative. So these were on the body of the Sealy operative at the time. So he literally just looted the body and then gave it to you guys.
Oh, yeah, that would have been useful information to have beforehand.
Well, he didn't want to reveal too much information.
He would Alim would tell that to Amaranth. Yeah, that could have put us in danger.
Hoxton will cut in and say, "Our Johnson's protecting his own assets. He can count on us to put the pieces together as we need to complete our job. Come on, let's go grab a drink. Mr. Johnson, thank you for your time."
Okay, perfect. So we'll bring a courtly affair to a close with that. So for run rewards, you guys have 20,000 new yen, who you can split between yourselves any way you want. I assume that Hoxton and Tortoise will take 10 for each of themselves, and then my two mages will take the spirit strength for themselves.
Actually, Alim has to make rent, and it's first month of the month.
We had 20,000 total?
20,000, yeah, total between you guys.
And that was after selling the rings.
And Hoxton, me what?
Okay, so this is what I'll tell you guys. You have 20,000 split between all of you, however way you want, and the two rings are both worth 12,000 new yen each. So you can either pawn them or you can keep them.
Can you
one of the rings?
How much is the ring versus the stone inside worth?
Well, it's the stone inside is worth 12. The ring itself is probably worth 100 new yen.
Because Alim would like to keep the ring, but sell the stone. So it's 36 between three that way.
You want to sell the ring? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Blue is going to take a ring. That is her possession or her reward for the run, and then that gives us 32,000 to split between the three of us.
Yeah, 32 between the three of you.
Oh yeah, I did math wrong.
Yeah.
So that's
we'll get 10 and change.
I cannot math today.
Blue, are
That's
you sure?
roughly 10, yeah.
Blue, are you sure you don't need money for
10,600?
rent?
Yeah. So Tortoise, Hoxton, and Alim, you guys take 10,600 roughly, and Blue, you get a ring.
Yeah.
And 600, you said, okay. I'm kind of tired, sorry about that.
No worries. We ran a little late, or than I would have preferred, but
dude, you can't give us that awesome
in regards
marketplace.
for karma, you guys each get 6 karma because you all survived. Highest dice pool I threw at you guys was roughly 16, and you completed all your objectives.
Yeah, you can't give us that marketplace and then not have us roll.
Wait, how much was it, Drew?
6 karma.
I'm out of karma debt.
Well, I'm gonna stop the stream. Just as an FYI.
It only took me 3 months.
Any other questions for me about the run?
I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream here. So thank you. This was an amazing run. That was my favorite marketplace, and I wish we didn't sully our names there.